We are live now. That was not Dadman Walking 55 on that one. Something happened with StreamYard here. Just a second. So let me give it a second to come up. We are live on Twitch. We are live now on YouTube. Hey, folks. So, hey, that was not me. Well, it's not me. And of course, they say here we're having trouble streaming to Twitch. So, hey, you never know. What the heck? But hey, all right. Let me get rid of. It's like I hate when they let's see. All right, let me see what we got over on Twitch. All right, looks like we're live over there. I don't know. Trying to get this stupid message off there. Ugh, hold on. Sorry. Ugh. There we go. All right. I think I did not boomer it. I'm telling you, I'm fighting StreamYards tonight, folks. Hey. Ugh. Wow. Hey, welcome. 5 people already with us, and I swear to you, I did not do it. StreamYards had a fart tonight. Still got an ugly sign up there. So if you're on the Twitch side, make sure you give us a thumbs up over there if you can. So hey, all right. With that rambling, going ahead in circles with that, Dadman Walking 55 here with you tonight on a Monday night at 8:00 something on the East Coast. So 8:05 still. Yes, all right. So hey, folks, welcome in tonight. This is going to be another special show because we are headed home. But hey, let me bring in my wonderful partner in crime, the mistress of YouTube, the lady that keeps me out of trouble and on the road, although she loves to hit me with snowballs, Mrs. Dadman Walking 54.
Hello. I can attest StreamYards is being really stupid. And so I've tried to put a screen share on the screen and it wouldn't let me beforehand and it wouldn't let us do it. So we're just going to hang in there tonight and we're going to get this show done. I think StreamYards is getting tired too.
Yeah, it looks like we're up. Well, what's so crazy over on the Twitch side is it's showing us as like having a problem, an error message on the StreamYard side, and it's like,
I'm kind of afraid to, but let me look real quick. Let me see.
Okay, all righty. So hey, folks, we got a wild rocket adventure for you tonight. We got some really, really special stuff. We're gonna chatter and talk and play around a couple minutes. Give people a few minutes to get these notifications, get in here. But folks, hey, if you can see there above my head, we have gotten to Yellowstone, and now this is the part of the drive where we start the downward slope. Actually, one of the spots of the drive that I kind of feared the most. But
it by the way, it does look okay. I took emote only off.
I thought I'd already. That's weird. It must have reset it then because I had.
Anyway, it's all.
Like Stunning says, stream farts. Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and close this so that I give my.
Exactly, because I've done that before. Stuff. I've overloaded my computer before, and it shuts down the stream. So.
Okay.
It's never good. So, but hey, folks, welcome in. Good to see y'all tonight.
Hello.
Yeah, Mrs. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, and hello, Stunning, and hello, Buddy. So glad you guys are here.
Yay! Well, I was going to give them a big introduction.
But I thought you said hello to them already.
No, I didn't really, but that's okay. I just said this. Sorry. Stunning did this. I couldn't resist that. Parts,
yes.
Exactly. And Buddy was out there keeping us in order. So thank you, sir. Yeah, it was really bizarre, that intro. I mean, like she said, I've seen people complain about StreamYards, but this is the first time that StreamYards itself had an issue like that, especially when we were going live. That was
I kept waiting for it to pop up on my phone, and it did it, and then there was nothing, and then all of a sudden you are live, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, do I really want to be live?
Yes. Oh no.
That's why I'm glad you were stay quiet, because I always learned to stay quiet. If it says live, always presume it's live.
Yep.
And then when it finally popped up, it was pretty good there. We had that, so we went with it. So, all right, folks. Hey, so let me just ask how you're doing, Mrs. Once we get past this, what are your next plans?
Getting past this show?
Yeah.
which ends next Monday.
Right.
I really want to try to get that room clean so that I can get my stuff moved over there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be my big focus. And I also need to get some levels on Fortnite and Destiny too. So
Ah,
I need. I'm not sure what my priority is yet.
well, hey, well, I do hope you get to stream sometime because I know you've talked about doing streams on your.
I've bought Legos to stream. I've got I bought a webcam to stream. I've got stuff to stream, but I
Maybe
haven't
it
really.
just be had to be like last year, and just like when I because football was approaching, and I just had to do it. Maybe just one day, just turn the camera on and go for it.
Yeah, maybe.
Have to do it. So hey, do it on my anniversary and put me to work.
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay. No, I wouldn't do that to
No,
you.
no. Well, it could be anyway. Yeah, kind of do your own thing a little bit. So hey, all
And
right.
yes, spinning, I am. I am working on it.
Well, mm-hmm. Yep, she is. So, hey, we've got 7 people. Y'all say hi in the chat, but we're going to go ahead and say hi to the people we've already said hi before, but they're so dang good. We got to say hi again, especially
Oh,
when you
absolutely.
walk in with this
Butts,
butts. See more butts?
boobs.
Boobs. Yeah. And of course, the standard oi. I like
Oi.
oi. I do like this, though. Just got home from a work road trip just to come back here to talk about another road trip.
You can never and that's so bad. You can never have too many road trips. Too much road trips.
Until this, having to pee the whole day. Where's me medal at? I
Well,
would say
why did
camel,
you do
maybe a camel.
that?
Call you a camel, maybe, but
Yeah,
man,
I'm like, why did you do that? Don't do that.
no, you
It's
blow a
not
good
good for
gasket.
you. It's not good for you.
No, and to the great Buddy Hepburn, hello again.
Hello.
Good to see you too. So yes, and he told us we were live stream farts. Yes, she's getting the room set up, and that's why. Oh, you're
Oh, okay.
crazy. He's crazy. That's why.
Yeah.
All right. So hey, we got
You
seven
know
people
what the
hanging out.
worst
Yeah,
part
go ahead.
about doing that is like you're okay, but as soon as you stand up or you get close to the final destination, the the
Mhm.
the the toilet, man, your bladder goes, I'm not waiting anymore, and you're like hoping you get there in time.
Well, the opposite of for the number two is like prairie dog, and it's like, but you just
Well, see, I
you
didn't want to go there. I didn't
huh?
want to go
Well,
there.
no. And the thing is, you're afraid to just cut. You don't want to let any release
Yes,
because it's
yes,
like if one,
yes.
you don't want
Oh,
to let the
I
DM
didn't
out.
want to get too gross, but
Well, I mean,
okay.
either way, either one
Uh,
you do, it's like you
uh,
just want to keep the floodwaters back,
yes, yes.
So,
So anyway,
so
no,
I
you
got a
are
question.
crazy stunning, by the way.
I got a question because looking at the top of our thing, it was not a place that we went because we passed Sioux. I can always get Sioux City, Iowa, and Sioux Falls, South Dakota screwed up.
Uh
But to
huh.
the east of it, the Jolly Green Giant
I
statue.
know. I really
That
thought that would be fun. We need to do a trip that we just do the touristy roadside things, like
mm-hmm,
like the Bush Beam Museum, the Green Giant, the
right.
giant ball of twine, the
Mm-hmm,
largest rocking chair, those kind of things. Just I think that would be fun. Just do a whole trip. And what we kind of do is we kind of have it planned out, but we don't really get a hotel rooms, so we can
mm-hmm,
kind of go at our own pace. I think that would be so fun.
right. Right. I tell you what, and I will say that it might help to fly up there, honestly. I
You
mean,
don't
but
think
I mean,
there's not tourist stuff all the way up?
no, there is, but I mean, oh my
But you
gosh,
get
you take
tourist stuff
like
all
three.
the way up.
We did this in about 16 days, about 2 weeks. I mean, and look how many 10-hour days we had to do though.
Yeah, but we don't have to go so far. I bet you we could do it.
I got you. I got you. It's fun. It's the journey, not the destination, like we said.
Absolutely.
Oh man. Ah,
Oh no.
I don't know.
Oh no.
Yep. Oh, that's too funny.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. But hey, all right.
Wait,
Well,
what? 1 second. 1 second.
hey, Yeah, Aang is home, so hey. But hey, let's see. Aang is here. I am here. Mrs. is here. We actually have two people on the Twitch side. Hey, make sure you follow us over on the Twitch side. We're at 89 followers. Let's make 90. Hey, maybe get 100. So
Hello,
hey, hey,
hello, hello,
we got our friend Masters Mania Mexico back to history.
hello, hello.
Hello, good to see you, Masters.
There'll be more history tomorrow.
Sue, hey Sue, hey here, Piggy. Okay, hang. Oh, Sioux City. Oh, Sioux
Oh,
City.
not
Yes,
Suey, not Sue Piggy.
yeah, and
Oh,
hopefully I
funny.
don't mess up the history tomorrow night. We got quite a bit of history tomorrow night. So, but hey,
Yes.
before we get started, this Mrs. Any what have you thought about so far with the journey? Looking back, uh, before we leave Yellowstone, any special memories of Yellowstone or anything that we've done all the way up to here yet?
Any special memories?
I didn't. No, I didn't say no. I didn't say that, did I? I didn't say that. I know. I would never say that. Oh, I never said that.
Oh,
If I said
no,
that, I never
no, I
said
don't
that.
think no. I
No,
don't think you said that. If
no,
he did not mean it.
no, absolutely not. I love you guys. You know, I love you guys so much. We wouldn't be here without you guys. And Wade is here. Hey, Wade,
Hello,
who
Wade.
comes in laughing. He comes in laughing. We're getting a
Yes.
virtual hug back. Yes, a
Oh, thank
virtual hug.
you.
Thank
Hug, hug,
you.
hug, hug, hug.
So,
So most something that I've really memorable. Um, I could say like the bison and things like that, but the thing that to me was really memorable is us going around like all the mountains and around the edges, and I was terrified. But it's like going through Iron Mountain Road and up to St. Mount Coolidge observation deck, going to through the Needle uh, Tunnel, things like that. Those I think will stick really with my memory a lot.
mhm,
And that's just
yeah.
us getting it to doing it together because and we weren't sure if we were going to make it, us and my little car, which I think I have a name for. I will share it next Monday.
All
um
right.
and
We'll give you
yeah,
a car update next Monday too.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. And Masters, that okay? I got you. I'm just horrified about saying stuff like that because I love you guys. You guys out in the chat. I'm so appreciative for all the audience, for
yes,
all the subscribers. I mean, we're almost at 350. Hopefully, we can
yes,
get there and then go forward above it. But I appreciate everybody. We got 7 here, and thank y'all for being here. Make sure you've followed us on Twitch and uh, hit that like button here on the side. Tweet it out if you can to other people. See about getting more people come in, and we'll have fun. And if we have just 7, then we'll have fun with this night tonight.
yes.
I think that I one of the memories I really like was just the weather in terms of being able to roll the car windows down and just
Mm-hmm.
drive, getting
Mm-hmm.
the breeze blowing through the car. And the Kia was really a beauty to drive and ride in, and just
Mm-hmm.
it was like you were in nature. We were in the car all day, but we could enjoy it. Of course, we
Yeah,
weren't streaming when that was happening, but
no,
that's
they wouldn't
okay.
let us, but
Yeah, but there were parts in the mountains that we just couldn't do it because of reception. So, and I think at this point coming back, we did started getting better reception, but it was almost like,
we
yeah,
were
we're
exhausted.
yeah.
I was so over so much of the destination. I mean, of the journey. I just wanted to get to the destination.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, I tell you, it
Yeah,
happens all the time.
yeah.
So, all right.
So,
So, well, let's go ahead
are
and
we
get into.
ready to go?
Yeah, I think we should do it because we got people
Okay.
waiting on us. They've been here. They're on
And let's
time.
see. Let's see if StreamYards is going to work. Okay, here we go. Let's see if it's
Yay!
actually going to work. Here we go. Didn't work. Let's see if we can get it up. There
There
it
you go.
goes.
You found a
Okay.
little shortcut.
I have to go full screen and exit full screen.
Wow.
Go figure. So, anyway. Hey, Squeaker!
Oh, there you go. Let's go. Hey,
Day 11 of our 16-day adventure. And we're getting
yay.
tired at this point. We have some long drives, and but we're doing it, and we're still laughing and having fun and
Oh,
enjoying our
yeah.
streams with you guys. So here we go, day 11. And we're leaving Yellowstone to go to Grand Teton National Park. And on the way, we saw a mule deer and a baby, and it was far away, and I think I took the picture through the window because it was raining and or misty, and there's that picture. So
That's a nice shot. Was that from the camera or the
that was
phone?
from my phone, because
Oh,
at that
wow.
point I put my camera up and decided I'm done with my camera.
All right.
It
No,
was too much of a pain.
that's really a good picture considering from a
I
phone.
think so. I think so. And so then Dad Man hits.
One last playing in snow. Yay, yay. One last playing in snow. Ah, all right, did it.
I tell you, I love it. I love that. So, I
Yes.
love that. I love that snow. It was really, I mean, yeah, it was more ice than anything else, but still, it was fun. It was fun.
Yes.
And, always, I'm glad we had the video of you hit me with the snowballs. You really had too much fun with that, though, but hey, that's cool.
I kind of did. I will admit
Yes.
it. I kind of did. So,
It's,
okay, here
oh,
we go.
and here before Masters is saying, it's such a majestic country you live in. Yes, it truly is with this elevation, with the
Mhm.
snow. I mean, you get all kinds of different parts of nature, the water, the clouds. It just even these pictures can't do it justice.
Mm-mm,
I like
I
being
agree.
there in person.
And the thing is that this is one part of our country. You go to another part, and it's completely different. It's beautiful in its own way, but it's completely different. And I think we haven't even gone over to that. It's like
Yeah.
Grand Canyon, the um oh my gosh,
Hmm.
like near Nevada
Right.
and
Well,
all of
we
that.
well we did once.
Yeah,
Well, we
but
did
not
the
while
Grand
we were
Canyon.
streaming. But not while we were
I
streaming.
got you. Yeah, we had my family with us. And that
Yeah.
was an adventure.
So here we are, still kind of in Yellowstone going out, but I
Mm-hmm.
just love that picture. I think that's such a pretty picture.
Because
And
that's
Dad, man,
hmm,
what was it? Why did you want me to take that picture?
clouds.
What about the clouds?
Clouds in the mountains.
The
I love
clouds were covering the mountains.
I love
Yes.
I love driving in clouds in the mountains. It's just kind of cool. It's really cool.
So I kept hearing, take a picture. There's clouds in the mountains. So there's a lot of pictures with clouds in the mountains in the clouds, I guess is the,
Hmm.
it's
And we're headed towards the Tetons at this point.
yes, we're heading toward Grand Teton National Park. And there's some more clouds and mountains. We're still on our way there. And then we get to Grand Teton National Park.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Oh my
There's really
goodness.
not a lot to say. It's a sign.
No, it's a sign.
But here is the map. And you see the Grand Tetons are really big. We didn't do any of that. We basically drove from here, and then we drove out.
Right.
So we just did this upper northeastern
Hmm.
part
Yeah.
of Grand Tetons.
Well, a couple things that happened that day is one, we had hotel reservations in Denver, so we had to get to Denver because we kind of
Oh there were
group.
circumstances
But
why
we
we.
also, Dad man kind of like was a little too laid back that morning, and instead of getting ready to get on the road, I thought we had more time than what we ended up doing, and we actually got started on the road later than we probably should have.
Mhm.
But you know, but then again, we didn't. I didn't realize we were going through the Tetons, and I didn't realize what we were going to start running past things that we were going to see coming up, which took some time. And then wait till y'all hang around for some really good surprises, folks.
Yeah.
So stay with us tonight. We got some good stuff here.
Yeah.
And Master mentioned
This
his
is
last year in Germany, they had 1 meter 30 of snow in front door on one night in April. Never thought I'd miss that, but I do. Don't push your luck too far. Yeah. Actually, what's funny
I
is
don't know if I
we missed snow up there by a week.
Yay.
Because this was June 1st, and we were leaving, and a week later they had snow up there. So go
Mhm.
figure. I
Yeah.
don't. My theory of snow is I want a blizzard when I let me get there and park and then let it blizzard. But I
No.
do not want to drive in the snow and the ice and stuff like that.
No, no, I don't ever want that.
Nope.
This side of the trip is going to seem somewhat boring compared to the mountains
Yeah.
and the bison and the bears and oh my.
But we do have
But
some surprises. We do have
it
some good
does some neat,
surprises
neat
though.
stuff that we found. So that was kind of
Yeah.
cool. It's kind of cool. So here's some more beautiful mountains. There's a kind of a lot of what we did here was mountains
Hmm.
and just how the vastness of it. Those are little people right there. That's
And
yeah,
that's what amazes me. Like we talked about the other stream, just the snow in the mountains, it's like it never thaws, and
yeah,
but it looks fake. At one point I thought it was sand. But yeah, we definitely don't want to drive it. We got great blessed with,
yeah.
yeah, we definitely don't want to drive in snow because I'm a Floridian. Me on ice, yeah, good fig, yeah,
We had ice one time. We have actually a stream about it. We
yeah,
had snow and ice one time in where we live,
hmm,
and nobody knows how to drive in ice.
right,
And our bridges are not made for ice, so they're up high. So all our bridges closed down. So people got locked in areas because they couldn't go over their bridge. Yeah,
yep.
I don't have to drive in that. I
Didn't
don't
you
ever
have
have.
to stay at work for like 2 days?
Yeah, I got a
Oh,
good paycheck, but yeah. So here's another pretty mountains and clouds. And we're getting higher up in elevation as we go. So,
mm-hmm.
yep.
Just more mountains, but I tell you, it's just a beautiful sight, and all this snow again, plenty of it.
Snow, which Dadman thought was sand for the longest time.
Hmm. I know. I tell you, I enjoy getting hit with the snowballs. Although there's one thing that I wish that I could have done, but I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I know what you wish you could have done.
Okay.
And here we are at
Woohoo! Sorry, I got excited about this one. I'm sorry.
9,000.
I didn't. I mean, every time I keep talk, I don't mean. Oh, shut up! I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
Sorry.
talk. I'm talking because you're not.
Do you know what this means? Not only 9,584 feet, almost 10,000 feet, but do you know also two things at this spot?
What?
This is the third time on this trip we crossed the Continental Divide.
Oh, wow.
We crossed it once very early on in the beginning in Yellowstone, then another loop in Yellowstone. We crossed it again, and leaving the Tetons. This was where we were going out to head towards Wyoming, and that. Oh no, no! I should have. I should have. I should have. I should
Oh,
have.
gosh, we'll have to go back up. Oh, darn.
Okay.
Did you build a snowman?
Dang. I should have, but I
Yeah.
think I was honestly. I tell you what, I think it crossed my mind for a second, but I just got so overwhelmed that first day when we got there. It was just like it's just visual. The snow had my attention. It just and then knowing all the other stuff we had to do, we did not stop while we were there during the daylight hours. We were busy. We really. Oh gosh, yeah. There you go. Car butts in the snow with a little Decepticon. There you go. But
Oh,
do you know what the second thing about this spot was, though, Mrs.?
what?
Looking back at it, this is the first time that I started hearing that belt chirp. This
Oh.
is how far we were from home when that belt started making a noise. It
Oh,
was
wow.
not bad. It was a slight chirp.
Yep.
And it was up here. And folks, we ended up going through some very unpopulated areas, you know,
Yeah.
the rest of the way. So, hey, to say the least. But yeah, I this was one of my favorite spots. We actually stopped there, got out, did some selfies, took a picture here just because it was cool. It's the third time we
Yeah.
hit the Continental Divide. Now, of course, here in the middle of nowhere, off the beaten path, they just have a little "oh, by the way, what the hell" sign here. They didn't
Yeah.
have like the other ones had the big, beautiful
Big
park
brouhaha
signs. Yeah,
signs.
yeah. I don't think people take this exit very often because usually people are going the whole way of the Tetons, but we made a decision. Mrs., can you bring back the map real quick?
Really?
Well, if it's not a problem.
The map of the Tetons?
Yeah, the Tetons, yeah. Because okay, there you go. See, we made it. We had to make a decision because you could either go straight all the way through, and then get
Uh-huh.
down to the interstate and go that direction, or we stick with our original route, which was to get to Denver quickly, which was to take this out, which we did. So that's we had a choice, but we ended up cutting the Tetons short to go that way. So I just wanted to show that
Yes.
because that's going to play a part in when we got to Denver at night. So,
Yes.
and that's
I'm
going to be
glad
a
we
nice story
did.
we have.
I'm
I'm
glad
glad we
we
did.
did.
I mean, the Tetons are beautiful. It would have been beautiful to see the whole thing.
I would not want to spend just a day there, though. I would like to have spent, a little more time there. So,
Masters, I did Snow Angels before I did Hell's Angels, and respected snow is much better. I bet it was.
Squeaky
All right.
said that she built a legion of snowmen.
Ooh. All
Very,
right.
very nice.
After snow, building a Legion of Snowmen. Oh, that was awesome. Hopefully, you got pictures. That'd be cool. That'd be cool if you had pictures. Yeah,
This
but
is
that's
from that
awesome.
that this is from that elevation. This is from
Mm-hmm.
9,500 and blah 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 feet.
64 feet. Yeah. It's
And Dadman took a picture of the vault toilet. Why did you take a picture of the vault toilet?
look
It
at
is
the sign
because
above
of
it.
the sign.
Yeah.
The sign. Apparently, people like to stand on the toilets and squat, and they're not squat pots. You got to sit on them.
Oh
So,
man. Yeah. Well, it's the bad timing, the stupid button. I know Squeaker was talking about the view being amazing, not the sign there. Sorry.
oh,
Sorry. But yeah.
oh well. Here, I'll go back and here. Wait, let's fix that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, there.
Let's do it right.
Now you can put
Okay.
it back on.
All right. There you go. There we go. All right.
There.
Exactly. So hey, and you know what? I actually thought, and unfortunately, Squeaky didn't get the pictures.
Oh,
Oh, but hey, you had fun. You got
you
those
have the
memories that will
memory.
be in
You have the
your head.
memory.
So, so, oh gosh, here we go. This is why I took this picture. This is why I took this picture because people like stunning. Looks like Gollum has been hanging around these parts. See the
We'll make it a little there.
yeah see there. You got that. And not only did stunning, we got Buddy Hepburn chiming in with no hovering.
No hovering.
Oh my gosh, folks. Hey, we got 10 of y'all here. Thank y'all
You
for
guys
being
are great.
here. Appreciate everybody that's here with us tonight. Enjoy this ride. We are still in Wyoming at this point, folks.
Yep.
And we're starting to head our way out of Wyoming to
Mhm.
move towards Colorado. So I wish we could bring our background up and show kind of the way we're going tonight. But I don't know that we can.
Probably not.
Nah, I don't think so. But hey, Wyoming. I tell you what, this would be a place that I would love. Wyoming and South Dakota, I think, were my two favorite states. You
Oh,
remember? You remember that thing that we had last year where they said, peer reviews and volunteer. I wish to God they'd ask again, or I would if they needed people for South Dakota this year, I would volunteer for it.
oh,
I tell you what, I hope they do again because these small states like this, I'll go there.
oh, that would be cool.
I'll go there.
That
So
would be very nice. And I will
ab-
go with you.
absolutely,
Oh,
we'll have
here's
fun.
another one with the little people, stinky
Little
people.
people.
Apparently, these pictures are taken out of order.
I probably took them.
Oh, that one's pretty.
That is beautiful. I mean, and I know that you do. You
It
can,
was
it's not hard.
humongous. It was a mile tall.
but just amazing with the snow in there and the clouds, and just I love that.
And then we make it to the one of the visitor centers.
Hmm.
And at this point, we have gone from up here and we are now right there,
Hmm.
right there. And then we're going to go whoop out that way.
Yep.
And
Yep.
this is what I got obsessed with while we
Mhm.
were at National
Well, there
Park.
were actually two obsessions you had. We're going to see one of them tomorrow night. Okay, cool.
I'm trying to remember what that obsession is.
Well, go ahead. Here's one. The second will be tomorrow night. So, but go ahead.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you do stamps. They have these stamps. They call them like cancellation stamps because they look like the cancellation stamp on an envelope. And this is through the National Park Service. And you get a book and it has these different colors are different regions, and you stamp your book. And sometimes you go buy stickers too, if you want to put stickers in there. So yeah, it's another way to suck money out of you, but it was fun.
It was fun. Yeah, trying to
It was
hit all the
fun.
places.
Tried to
Yeah.
find them all and hit them. And if we went down the line at Grand Tetons, we would have gotten more stamps, but we didn't have time.
Well, one of the things too was that, at Yellowstone, that one stamp at that one
Yes.
Madison was out on the west entrance, and
Hmm.
we missed about a few days where that they moved that stamp back to Madison, and
Yeah.
just that was the one stretch of the Yellowstone we did not get, was between
Right.
Madison and the west entrance.
Yeah. But
So,
that's okay. We got a lot of stuff.
but did
So
you show that one? I think you showed it the last stream, the one from Yellowstone itself, the
the
special one.
the stamp that was 100 years old. They it's a wooden stamp and they don't have it out because it's so old. But if they're not real busy, if someone buys a book, they will stamp it with that stamp. And I had bought another book because I was filling up my other book, and so I'm kind of splitting them up into different areas. Um, and so they stamped it with that 100-year-old stamp, and that was really cool.
Hmm.
It was just a picture stamp of Yellowstone, but that's sometimes some things that they have also is not just the cancellation stamps, but also picture stamps. Like Devil's Tower could have like one of the tower and things like that. So
And
it's a fun little thing to do. It costs the cost of the books.
it was 100 years old or 150 years old.
It was 100 plus. I remember 100, but it might have been more. I don't know. It was old, and it was fragile, and so I thought that was really neat that they did that. I should have gotten a picture of them stamping it, but I was just so happy that they did that.
Hmm. No, that was nice. See,
Yeah,
that's
that was really cool. That's kind of a neat thing. If you have kids or if you travel to a lot of the national parks, you know, they um, have stamps. It's their thing. And then
hmm
guess what? More mountains, but this time with some water.
yay water.
And speaking of water, let me make sure. Yep, there's no more there.
Let's see.
Speaking of water, wait, let me get to it.
Let's see how the water. Ooh, it is cold. Ooh, ooh. Oh boy, that would test your manhood. And I'm just in the surface of it. Hey, Dadman Walking 55 here in Grand Tetons, and wow, just amazing. Love the overlook,
Yes,
love
it
the
does.
clouds in the sky. Finally got to touch the water after snow earlier, but hey, just amazing, this view. Anyway, there we go. We continue on. See you later. Dadman Walking 55, Twitter and YouTube.
I'm so sorry that I like panic and I'm like spinning like crazy with the camera.
You see, it's nauseating.
I'm so
Um,
calm. I'm so I don't know. I'm so
You get
cognizant of
so
that now.
excited. You get so excited.
But I'm now thinking about. Uh, could y'all hear the video? I'm curious to see if they were actually able to hear the. I love squeakers with the Loch Ness monster.
I hope they heard it. That was the whole point of me
Yeah,
playing
I
it that
know.
way. Did you guys hear it? I'll play it again if you didn't hear it.
Stunning said I'd swim that for the right price.
Yeah, if I
Buddy
had
said you didn't wade out into it.
no, it was freezing. It was
I
freezing.
wanted to freaking go swimming in that thing. I wanted to walk out there and get in the water. I really, really did. I really wanted to go out there. Like I said, test your manhood.
No.
I'm a man. What?
Does that mean you're stupid?
Yes. That's why women rule the world. Because anyway, sorry. Oh my gosh. A master's is saying his home state is between two oceans, the Baltic Sea and the Northern Atlantic, offers amazing views. All the Northern Territory itself has been formed by glaciers. It is so stunning. Yes. I'm sure it has up in there. Hey, stunning has been hot. It's been hot down here. Hey, Appion, good to see you. Hey, thank you.
Hello.
If you can't stay very long, thanks for coming by, saying hi, and try to catch the replay later. But hey, good to see you tonight, my friend. And like Master says, the glaciers are real Rolling Stones.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
Stupidly brave. There you go.
It's change your name from Stunning and Brave to Stupidly Brave. Yeah, no, thank you.
No.
Did you guys hear? I guess did you hear him talking on that stream and the water? I will take that as a
Bueller. I take it as a yes, because usually when people don't hear something, they say we can't hear it.
Yeah.
So hey, but yeah. Oh, this should answer your question right there.
Okay, then yeah, I guess he heard it.
Here's Buddy said I went out in really cold Lake Tahoe water last year and got pretty sick.
Well,
yeah. That's kind of why I didn't, because if we were staying at the hotel, then
because he had to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was
nowhere to change.
Yes.
Oh man. Now see, I'll tell you what. Towards the thing, was it that it was a cold that got you sick? Because see, what we have down here in Florida, with it being warm and all, they got amoeba and other type of bacteria in the lakes and the fresh water things, and a lot of times people can get sick either with open wounds or if it gets inside of you, and people get sick that way. So
it probably was because it was cold.
Yeah, I wonder if it was a dare or just you wanted to do it. But hey, good man, good try, good. That's the way to go. That's the way to go, my friend.
And this is all the stuff that when the snow melts, the trucks come out and they work on the roads. And this was all the road equipment there.
Because they could. Do you want to explain about the building seasons, the construction seasons?
Well, I think a lot of people, if they live in snow, they know that as soon as the ground freezes, you can do nothing. So all road repairs and everything pretty much are at a stop. So when the ground thaws, they can start road work. So during tourist season is pretty much when they have to work on the roads, and it's just kind of what it is. And it's also like with house construction, if they don't get the foundations poured and all that done before the ground freezes, they don't have anything to do.
Right. And Lisa's here. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa. You missed Dadman playing in snow and in water.
Yeah. I wanted to go jump in the water.
But I'm glad he didn't.
Like Squeaka said, I'm confident I'd die in that water. I can't handle cold.
I think I'd have a heart attack. I think I would have a heart attack.
I'd like to just see if I could.
Installation, but I don't think it would work.
I truly would like to go in just to the waist level to see if I could do it and for how long I could do it.
No. Give the whole new definition to blue things.
Blue round things. Yes, exactly. Gotcha. Oh my gosh. Hey, folks. Well, we
Sorry.
got 10 of y'all here tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us for the beginning of the way home.
Yes.
But in this, with
Yes.
taking this route, we were on the way to see a jackalope that came up on our round
Yes. I was
trippers.
about to determine to see this jackalope. It became an obsession to see this stupid jackalope. And
Mm-hmm.
so we were going to go see it by hook or by crook. We were going to go see it. So here's
And
some. And at this point, I will tell you a lot of my pictures, I decreased in taking pictures because so many of them looked the same. And I just got kind of like eye fatigue of just taking
yeah.
pictures of flat land or
Oh, yeah.
mountains.
Well, that's
So
why also you
some of
put the
the
camera on.
pictures get a little less and less.
Here you go. This is it. You're my kind of dude, Stunning. Yeah.
Go for it, man. Go
I'd
for it.
do it. I'd do it. I would do it. I'm telling you, I'd do it. So,
Stupidly Brave Megatron. That's your new name.
oh, man. Master says, buddy, we do ice bathing. Tradition, they say, which basically means you cannot talk yourself out of it. It's on 1st of January. Y'all are warmly invited to visit my state and try.
No,
No.
I
Well,
have seen it.
yeah.
No. Uh-uh. No, no, no. I
No.
don't even like, no. I don't
Well,
even
they
like,
have, well, here, even though the water's, quote, cold for us, they do something on January 1, the polar bear plunge, they call it, and stuff
it's
like
not
that.
really that cold.
It's
But
not that
I wouldn't
cold.
do it.
So, we got an argument about who's the loveliest out there. So,
You both are. You
Mrs.
both are.
Dadman. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm biased, but hey. So this jackalope, and how
Study
do you
says
pronounce that? Yeah.
chicks
Oh,
dig the brave dummies.
yes, exactly. So,
Yeah. It's
so
jackalope.
no, no. How do you spell the city, the town? I mean,
Oh,
it's pronounce it. Spell, damn,
Du
pronounce
Bois.
Du Bois. It's not Du Bois, folks.
It's not Du Bois. It's not Du Bois. It's Du
Yeah.
Bois. We know because we asked someone that lives in Du Bois, how do
Hmm.
you pronounce this? And they said, it's Du Bois. We don't do that fancy stuff. We just pronounce it how it's spelled. So it's
Hmm.
Du Bois.
Yeah, I was pretty cool seeing that. So
Yes.
on the way to see the jackalope.
On
Woohoo!
the way to see the
This is
jackalope.
one of the big highlights that we were going to try to do for this trip.
Yes.
So
And that was just pretty. So that
yeah,
was a little different than what we'd seen. So I took a picture.
it almost looks like the Badlands and stuff.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Uh, oh, you're not based. Or are you just interested in keep on living? The boys. Yeah.
Yeah, just exactly. I love stunnings. Dumb boys.
Oh, dumb boys. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, cool.
Dumb
Yes,
boys.
dumb boys.
Yeah, they're the ones that jump in the icy cold water on
Exactly.
January 1st.
Exactly. So
And then
surprise.
surprise! We found
Yes.
something on our way there.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Do you?
We drove off into where the jackalope was, and there was like construction equipment around. It was like industrial area kind of thing. And we
Yeah.
saw this sign that said Nana's Bowling and Bakery.
That says South to me. That says nothing but Redneck Southern.
And it said
But
diner also on the sign.
yes, because we were looking for lunch.
So we're like, well, let's try it.
Yeah.
So we do. And there it is. And so you can kind of see a little bit of the construction stuff over here. Though it's like warehouses or things. It was like the weirdest place. Um, but yeah. So we went to
This is a place that I would have never gotten out of. This is the one time I regret we had a hotel somewhere.
yeah,
And you're
yeah.
about to see why in a few seconds.
So we go in and by the door they have some little rides, little cars, little whatever.
Oh man.
And
You
then,
remember
the bakery.
yes.
Does that not look divine?
Do you remember when they used to have all those rides outside all the grocery stores and stuff?
the horses and the little
Yeah,
merry-go-rounds.
yeah. It's like they don't have stuff like that anymore.
No, no. Because people probably their kid will fall off and they'll sue somebody.
Hmm.
So
Oh, and
there's
y'all haven't seen anything yet with this place in the food. Wait till
and
you
oh
get
my
closer to
gosh,
these.
there's some of the eclairs, the cinnamon rolls,
Yes, that is a
muffins.
turkey. That is a turkey. 3 strikes in a row.
Mhm.
Leisure,
I've never done that.
Master said, Leisure Sweet Dadman was looking for lunch in the land of dazzling dummies. Oh man, I almost did not get out of that, sir. This place. So it is amazing.
And
And
here's some of their cookies and
mm-hmm,
oh, oh my gosh.
oh,
Yes, we
the
gotta go back.
eclairs.
We'll look at the eclairs
Yeah,
again.
exactly. Yeah, let's
Look, is
take some
that
time on
thing like not amazing? Look at the
that cream
and
puff
these
in the middle.
and these are different brownies and and uh and these well I got a better picture of these.
Yeah, exactly. We got something for our British friends with a little bit of a debate in a
So
second.
wait, here's some more of the donuts and things.
Oh my God, they were.
Ew.
See, the
Apple
fritter.
fritters,
Yeah,
oh,
yes,
curls. Oh my gosh. I could just eat all of that and just be so
yes.
sick. Now this is
This
for our British friend who keeps insisting that scones are the things that you eat with fried chicken. And we're like, not this, I don't know what to say, scones,
scones,
scones. Those
scones.
are, these are what we call scones. They
Yes.
are sweet. They are not a biscuit. So we need to have, we need to tag him and have him come check out this video and see that these are actually what we call scones.
Yeah, or we can tweet him the picture now. We've been sitting on this.
Yes,
Who knows how it might get
yes,
back to him? So
yes.
this, my friend, is a scone,
This
at
is
least
what
American style.
we Americans call it a scone. Us uncivilized folk call a scone.
Yes. I just now is there sugar on it or is it just the sugar's baked into it? I guess.
It's sweet. It's yeah, it's sweet. So yeah, sugar's in it.
Mm, uh,
And then this is the tables.
oh,
Are
here,
those not?
Sweet Bear Daily, and then Buddy says scones with jam and clotted cream are yummy. Wow.
Yes.
Oh,
Mm.
and Stunning, I think was going to ask, but you're glad to detail that part. So hey, all right. So we finally got to reveal the scones to our friends out there.
Yes. And this is the table that we set at to eat. And I just thought it was fun the having the horseshoes and the whiskey barrels.
That
There's
truly
another
was.
one.
It's really neat what they did here with this stuff too.
It really was.
Hmm.
And there's some pictures that were on the wall. And then the bathroom. And of course, Dad Man had to take pictures in the bathroom because
Yes,
that's what you do in a bathroom, I guess.
yes, that's what
And
you
these
do.
are over each urinal. I'm
Yes.
assuming since I wasn't in there. So you have something to read, I
Well,
guess.
that's what's a landmark of a great place. You got things to read up in the bathroom.
No,
What's up
you
with
go
that?
in and do your business and
Well,
leave.
I am. So it's like
Oh
cowboy
goodness.
up. Cowboy
And then
commandments.
the cowboy commandments.
Yeah. 1, just one God. 2, honor your ma and pa. 3, no telling tales or gossiping. 4, get yourself to Sunday meeting. 5, put nothing before God. 6, no fooling around with another fella's gal. 7, no killing. 8, watch your mouth. 9, don't take what ain't yours. 10, don't be hankering for your buddy's stuff.
Okie doke. Yep. And here is the part that makes Dad Man happy.
Oh, man.
So we're not going to show anymore. Okay, we're done.
Oh,
That's the end of the stream.
no, boo.
So here
No,
they have a bucking bronco, huh? You tell
a
about this
little,
stuff. I can walk you out there.
yeah, I did. Yeah, the Bucky Bronco in that area. So it's really definitely a local honky tonk hangout. So, uh, oh yeah, buddy. Yeah, don't eat a big white mint in the bathroom for sure. The uh, that I will tell you though, this was cute. I mean, I really wanted to bowl. I really wanted to spend
Yeah,
3 hours in this
that would
place.
have been fun to bowl.
I really regret that. It breaks my heart. I did the most painful thing, and I'm saying I'm not. I could have stayed in this town, and that's what
So
disappointed me.
yeah.
But not knowing our way around the country, we had an agenda. We also thought we were kind of in a carpool. Things happen, but it's like this is a place I would have loved
There's some of the
just stop.
games.
This place and Custer were the two towns I would have loved to just stay for hours.
Hmm.
But not the bowling, folks. Not just the bowling. There's something. God, I want to play the damn thing so much. I did not play it. It had Mappy on it too.
Oh,
That broke my heart to walk past that machine.
yeah. You probably could have played it, and I would have never known.
But you know me and Miss Pac-Man, 200,000. It's like
Oh
it's an
yeah, you
hour
would have been
later.
there forever.
Oh my God! Yes, Miss
So
Pac-Man.
definitely,
Let's
and look at the seats. Look at the seats. Oh my gosh, are they not cute?
Squeaka. That's exactly the problem. That's a problem. I would have lived at that table, and we'd have been. When you hear our story into Denver tonight, you're going to understand why this is a good thing we didn't. Oh, I'm crying in Castle. Hey, thank you for saying Melee the best. Good to see you. You picked me up with your appearance, sir. Masters knew it. Yeah, forget the bear taught to the arcade. Well, oh my gosh.
That made them very sad.
Masters, this was the gem. This truly was one of the highlights of this whole trip that I could have just stayed in this town a whole freaking day just to bowl and play video games.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, I'm just, you know me, and I'm not embellishing. You were with me at the moment, right?
Yeah, he came out. He came back in, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I thought he met his new wife." He was like so happy.
I just like, I could not, I knew we'd never get to Denver. Hey, okay, lurk, buddy. Good to see you, though, Castle. Thanks for saying hi. We love it. We love the lurkers, but when y'all say hi, it makes us be able to recognize.
We tried to take
So,
the chairs,
I know.
but we couldn't get them under our shirt.
Yeah. So,
Excuse me.
God, there's,
Yeah.
yep, there's always game history in those places. I mean, I was about over the top with the bowling and bakery, but then when I saw that, look, folks, you don't know me. I'm always on Miss Pac-Man at my height at least 30 minutes, and there's no way to play just one time. And Mappy, it's one of those that had the multiple games. So, oh God.
Okay, we'll go past it because it's. We'll talk about the food now.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm stuck there. Sorry,
That's
folks.
right. So
But
now
hey,
we'll talk about food. This is Dadman's food there. So they even made good food. So what was this?
okay. That's good. Screen said, "Hide in their pants." Say you've got built-in seats.
Yes, we should have. Eh.
There you go.
But we needed you there to help us.
There you go. Oh gosh. Here's the master said, "I will." Oh no, this time I will not accept the old. I could not load it up story. This time you will go back. I would just about fly to Denver. I will, or anywhere other than Denver. I would go. I would do it. I would do it. Let's take a plane to Montana. Maybe we can get audit up in Montana next year. And I don't know.
Okay,
So,
maybe.
golly.
So,
So
do we need to go back and look at it again?
please.
There.
That truly breaks my heart that we could not play that. Again, though, folks, you will understand why in the long run. Dadman had to be an adult for once, truly, because like I said, when we got a late start and looking at the clock, knowing how much further we had to go to get to Denver, and we had to, without losing our money, yeah, you would. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just okay. All right, we can move on. So, all right, hey, Buddy said you can buy the bar stools. They're around $100 each, but these would have been free. They'd have been part of our body, Buddy.
No, they would have been a jail sentence.
Well, they like to get people up there in Wyoming. You never know what they'll do to people.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
So they
here's your
give
food.
souvenirs everywhere.
Okay. What's your sandwich? Describe your sandwich.
That is a
Bill.
French steak, but apparently Squeaka that's half Pike's Peak though. Oh, but yeah, it's a French dip sandwich with home cut French fries. Those are real potato fries. They cut them fresh. They were great. But they used like a pot roast instead of
That was a very interesting sandwich.
it was. But unlike that saloon in Wall, they actually put cheese on it. You may not see it there,
Yes,
but they
it's over
had
here.
cheese
Look.
and
Yes, you can. See, that's cheese.
yes,
That's cheese. How
maybe
much
not.
cheese? You see this little bit of cheese right here? That's as much as I had at Wall.
Yeah. So I know that's not enough cheese for somebody, but at least it was a French dip. It made the case. It was good. So
And I
adult,
had,
adult. I always hear adult. What is with this adult thing they all have going on?
I
Hey,
know.
Squeaka. I mean, Castle comes out of work mode. The
Yeah,
food damn it was
exactly.
good.
I had
Oh,
something very simple because
yeah,
when we travel, especially if I don't know if there's bathrooms around, I do not eat heavy. Um, like that would have been way too much. But still, what I got was humongous. I could not believe I couldn't eat it all. I had to take some of it home in the car. But I got a corn dog with French fries. I couldn't eat all those fries. That's humongous.
yeah, and they were like real potato cut fries.
They were really good.
Yeah,
So a basic corn dog, nothing special, but it was good. It was
yeah,
good.
yeah. But the places can screw up corn dogs, though. Believe it or not,
Yeah, they can, but they
that's
didn't. They were this.
yeah, they were
This whole
good.
meal was really good.
Yeah, Buddy says pot roast and corned beef sandwiches are really good. Great reuse of leftover meat. Absolutely.
I
So
love pot roast sandwiches, but I like to make the pot roast sandwich. You toast the bread, you put the pot roast in, and if you have any gravy left over, you put a little bit of gravy on, put a little bit of ketchup on that. If you have any grilled onions, put the grilled onions on. Mwah, yummy good. But I don't make pot roast because every time I cook a pot roast, I overcook it. But I have made corned beef, and it's been pretty good.
oh God, you make great corned beef. Yeah, I like definitely good stuff.
And then there once was a oh wait,
There
wrong
once
wrong
was a unicorn with magical feet.
wrong show, wrong game,
Oh shoot!
wrong stream. But yes, Dadman found the unicorn
Yes,
in Wyoming,
yes, exactly. Do-
in
Oh,
Dubois,
okay.
in
How do you
Dubois.
define gravy for? I mean, I
Oh,
shoot,
I like brown gravy on
brown for
roast
me.
beef, on pot roast, and I like brown gravy. Now I take and I make with chipped beef. I make like for breakfast. I make it and it's a white gravy. It's a white with dried beef in it, and then you cook that, and then you put it on a piece of toast. It's got to have butter on it.
Right, because they used to call that SOS, right?
It's SOS exactly, and
Yeah,
it's delicious. So
yeah.
that's when I like white gravy. I normally don't like white gravy. That's the only time I like white gravy. Maybe if I'm having turkey, but
Castle's having flashbacks with the unicorn.
yes, I'm just gonna leave them up there for a little
Yeah,
bit.
but
You guys can just
Squeak has not had a good corned beef in a while. We get ours at Aldi's, and they turn out pretty good, though.
yeah, it's
So
pretty good there. Well, there you go.
Lisa said it's very, very patriotic.
And apparently that bull's name is Bodacious because there's a sign there that says you wrote it.
The All right, Bodacious Barbecue. Hey, that's the name of our barbecue place in Orlando. Buddy usually has corned beef and cabbage every other month.
I love
Cat,
corned beef and cabbage too.
well, Castle loves corned beef too, so
It's very rich though for me. It's very rich. Yeah. Uh,
yes, exactly, Lisa. Yeah, yeah. It shot on a shingle. FYI, chat. Yes, My dad taught
Yes,
me that many years ago.
yes.
Eh. Now, Buddy says a beef brown is his favorite, but sausage gravy is really good for cream chip beef or country fried steak.
Yeah.
See, I do not like white gravies, but I will a white
You
sausage
like
gravy.
sausage gravy. You'll eat sausage, and that's white gravy.
But in terms of like when you get chicken fried steak or country fried steak and it's the white gravy, I don't like it. I want a brown gravy.
I kind of like the white gravy if we're doing like if it's a poultry thing, and if it's beef or any other, I like the brown gravy. Except like if it's sausage, if you're making
Hmm.
like breakfast, like sausage gravy or uh, with dried beef. That's
Yeah, yep. I know. God, I love this place still with the
uh,
unicorn too. I was floored with the unicorn and the little kitty rides outside, but
yeah.
bowling alley was just. I mean, it was a nice, clean place. Definitely was not a dump, and
Oh,
then the Miss Pac-Man machine is what I didn't
and
even
you can
step in the
swim.
arcade.
Yeah,
I could only imagine
what
something
was
else
in
might have been
there?
hiding in there. Yeah,
Uh,
but
he was traumatized enough. So that was our visit to Nana's bakery, bowling and bakery. And then our next stop, which was just down the street from this, was the Jackalope. And stunning, there's Bigfoot for you. He happened to be there too.
yeah, he said, "Thank God I wasn't with you on this trip."
So,
Yes.
here's a kind of another view of the Jackalope. And then here for
Hmm.
Bigfoot, look at those big feet. He looks kind of dorky, but there's
Okay.
Bigfoot for you. So he looks a little shorter than in his pictures.
Castle. The elusive jackalope. Yes.
Yes, yes. And we
Now, at this point, though, we were kind of in a hurry. I did not even go in. You just got the pictures for it.
yeah, yeah.
But what did you think of it overall? Poor Bigfoot.
It
Yes.
was obviously it was a tourist trap. All the stuff they had in there, it would have been fun to be able to really look in there and take a do a little short of all the silly stuff they had in there. Um, but
Yeah.
alas, we were on a
We still
deadline.
had 2 states to go, and it was like
Yeah,
3 o'clock in the afternoon.
yeah.
That's what's
We're
crazy.
we're
So,
here. If you can see, we're here, and we got to make it all the way down to here,
yeah. I mean, it was like,
and that's a big area to traverse. And it was later in the day.
actually, if you go back to if you can go back to the other one with Bigfoot more straight on.
Yeah, well,
Okay. See, Buddy is saying that Bigfoot's doing the hip stance. I was about to think you were going to say, do the time warp again.
already did. Doot,
No,
doot.
I thought you were going to do the time warp,
Oh,
Rocky
it does
Horror.
kind of look like the time warp, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Let's do.
yeah.
Okay, there's a jackalope jumping over the moon up there. It was a kind of bizarre place. It was fun. It would have been fun to be able just to look in there.
Well, and that's the thing is there were not a lot of these small towns though, but when
Mhm.
they were there were things that you could find in there. One, you better stop and get gas. You better pee
Yeah,
if you had to. But they were all full of these type of little things because
yeah,
there were things down the road that I wanted to stop at that were
yeah.
on this day. There was the Native American casino that we
Hmm.
passed with the hotel casino on the left, and then there was a military vehicle museum
Yep.
that I would have loved to stop at, but we had
We
to keep
couldn't.
going.
We had to drive by. Yeah,
Yeah, so but that's
and
in
then
Colorado.
more more flat land, more little mountains, more
Yeah, we're coming
more.
down out of the elevation.
Yep. We're in Burris, Wyoming now, driving through. And I just thought that was funny. I just think that looks like a mouth talking. And he's got like his eyebrows are covering his eyes, and that's his mouth, and that's his nose. I was getting a little
Yeah, I
delusional.
know. I cannot get that out of my head now that you said that.
And it's saying, have a safe trip.
Yeah, that is. Oh, that's too funny.
I
Oh,
was getting delusional at this point,
oh my
and
gosh.
it only gets worse as the night goes on because this was, yeah, this was going to be a rough night driving. And then just to produce
Yes,
some pretty
exactly.
water. And then this is what we got at Nana's. And so we got to eat it. We ate a little later, and it was
Bananas, yes.
thank you, Nana's. It was good. It was delicious. That's the apple fritter.
Oh,
We also used to call them
and
uglies
for people, well,
because it's
yes,
ugly
yes. And
looking.
you know what? I've really in the last what 7 months I've had to cut back on the sugar a lot. This is probably the first. Oh god, well I'd had
Mm.
some ice cream and stuff, but this thing was like solid sugar.
Oh
This
yeah,
thing was like heaven to have for having
yeah,
it. It was just
yes.
amazing.
It was a nice treat.
But yeah, it was just
Look at
but
that
this
one. You
thing was
gotta look at
just
those. Look
unbelievably
at.
awesome.
Does that not look delicious? Uh,
Yes.
uh,
Oh gosh,
sorry,
castle.
Cass. Look.
Ca-
Oh,
yes.
mm.
We
I'm
know
not
how to
gonna
get
hold on.
castle out of alert mode. Oh yeah.
Food, food, and video games, and
Food,
then
glorious
more,
food.
more pastures and
Uh,
mountains.
Buddy takes 2 days to eat an apple fritter. So
They're
yeah,
big and they're very sweet, and they're very
yeah.
rich. Yeah, and we're just slowly working our way down. You can kind of see the stormy looking clouds, and there's cows in
Yep,
Boulder,
cows.
cows.
Because at this point, cows look like bison. Bison look like cows. That's what was
No,
so funny about it.
bison are furry
I know that.
cows,
I know that. Yeah, it's like
and you don't pet furry cows.
yes. Oh,
And I don't know why I took this picture. There's rocks or something. It's
yes.
just different terrain. Near Wyoming.
Yeah. It was really
And
interesting. This part.
then we got to our hotel, but we need to
Okay.
tell the story about how we got to this hotel.
Oh gosh. Oh man. I am not aware, but he's only food is fluid. But however, since that, I love to watch food programs. Oh well.
Oh,
Hopefully, we live through you. But listen, okay, let's see. We ended up getting to 75 up north here, and we went straight down into Denver, which is on the north side of Colorado. As we're coming down the interstate, we're like, it's getting dark. It's getting darker. We see lightning. We see stuff like that. And
mm.
then as we start down 75, or not 75, but whatever the interstate, it might have been 85 coming down. It's pitch black.
This one right here.
It's yeah, it's just pitch black when we're coming in,
It's
and
awful.
it's awful. It's a pitch black. Then it starts raining. Then it not
Mhm.
only starts raining, it's becoming very heavy rain. And we
And
actually
there's
passed an
major
accident. And
construction.
major construction for like 40 miles, 50 miles.
Hmm.
It's nearing 11 o'clock at night, local time, which is like, yeah, that's true too. That was like 11 o'clock their time, approaching that, which would have been 1 o'clock back home. So it was really late for us. And so in the dark, Miss is like, exit 75, da, da, da,
He's
exit
okay.
74, da, da, da.
He's like getting tired, and so I'm going. Just keep driving. We're on exit 75. We're going. Then we got 3 miles to our next. I just everything. I instead of talking it, I sang it, and I sang jazz, and I sang country, and I just sang the entire time until we got safe.
And one time I just
And
stopped
it
in
was
Grandma's
almost
store. I was
like
like,
for
what are
an
you doing?
hour I sang because it was
Yes.
horrific driving. But yeah, I'm
It
so
was
thankful we
hilarious.
weren't screaming this.
It's that's one of those that will have a memory forever just because of what had happened. And, but it was like, I wish in some ways we could have at least audio recorded just so that we had it. but that was a moment about the journey and not the destination, because it
It
just
was
was one
really
of those
quite nice
special
to
times
die.
to just, but it was a special moment, but it was stressful with the rain, because there's one spot that Wade said hazard ahead, and we're like, what is it? Boom, it was a big puddle.
Yeah, a
So,
huge puddle,
in the pitch
huge.
black. So, uh anyway,
But
plus
yeah,
I never want to go to Denver again.
I
So,
sang the whole way to the
yes, she did.
hotel.
Although I still love
All
it
the
when
directions,
there was at least
because
you get.
he's like, because he likes to know, like, by the half mile,
Hmm.
where the how much time we have left. So I said, so we had 6 miles left. I says, we have 6 miles left until we got to take the exit 27. So now we have 5.8 miles until we get there. And I just kept counting down, and I just did that the entire time. And I said, you're doing great. Keep going. Yeah. Come on. You're doing good. You can do it. It's okay. The weather's not that bad. We got 5 miles till we get to exit 27. And I did that the entire time we drove there.
Hmm.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So, it really, really was. 11 people, only 10 thumbs up. Thank you, Masters. Thank you for looking at the. Yeah, smash that like button if you haven't. Make sure you do. Appreciate this feedback. Tweet it out to people. We still have a little bit longer to go.
It
It's
might be
of course.
bad, man.
Let me see what I did do. I mean, are you supposed to like your own streams?
I
Okay,
do
well,
like
I
your own
just did.
stream.
Okay, well, fine, I did it. Okay, there, we got it. All right, hey, but hey, but thank you, Masters. Thank you for that support. Thank you for putting that shout out. Thank Castle. I know smash that like button. So hey, I don't know unless we lost Castle from having too much sugar and food, but oh my gosh!
Yep.
But folks, that was really we these this
Oh,
stream is
and then
probably
when
going to
we
be
got to the hotel, oh, you
yeah.
remember the hotel story?
Yes, I do,
We
but you would do a better job to tell about, because listen, folks, we've gone 40 miles, over an hour and a half in the dark, major construction around us, major rain, all this other stuff. Then it starts pouring on us as we're trying to get out of the car into the hotel. And
mhm.
then we get our key and
We check in, we get our key, we walk to the room. I unlock the door and I go to open the door, and it's locked from the inside. Huh.
yeah.
So I go back to the desk, and this is sweet, sweet girl, you know, and I'm like, it's locked from the inside. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, it's locked from the inside. She goes, well, here, let me go check. And so we walk there, and she kind of is peeking through the. Oh, Eric K is here. Hey.
Oh, hell, Eric K. Good to see you, sir. How are you tonight? Good
So
to see you.
so the door doesn't open because it's got the thing on the front. She thinks about trying the door, but she looks in the little peephole and she goes, you know what? I'm going to wait for security. I'm going to get you another room. So she bumps us up to the suite, which was a
Oh, yeah.
gorgeous room. It was so sad that we didn't have hardly any time in there.
Yeah.
But so never did find out. All I did was that I had thoughts that, somebody wasn't happy and they
Mm.
stayed in that room.
Well, what about the
I
one
was
where the
just,
people were really happy that we heard about?
oh, I was sharing this story with my sister,
Oh, let
that
me
one.
let's see.
And
Hope you. Oh, well, I just want to say to Eric, hope you're feeling better these days. Yeah, if you did too much, yeah, take care of yourself. But thanks for coming in and hanging with us too. Castle, though, ignorance is bliss.
yes.
Yes.
Well, yes, and we found that out. I shared the story with my one sister, and she goes, "Wow, you're lucky." We walked in uh, to a room, and there were people there.
Her husband went in
My
first,
husband
and
went in
they had
first
the
because
grandkids
they go, "Thank God the grandkids didn't see."
on the
Uh,
same trip.
yeah, this was the same trip, not the same hotel. I don't remember what hotel.
Right.
So they like, yeah, we needed to wash our eyeballs. So I'm not. Yeah, they didn't go into detail what they saw, but I have a good idea what they saw. Thank God the grandkids didn't see it. So
Oh gosh.
I am looking.
Well,
I was,
that
so um, yeah, I agree. Ignorance is bliss, and they never
yes.
told us.
Yep.
Um, so yep,
Yep.
that
I
was
know
our
that is
end.
crazy. Well, you remember what happened to us at Magic at the Contemporary though once, right?
Oh
Where
yes, yes.
we stayed out till whatever time, and it's came back from extra magic hours,
This
and
Disney had the magic hour, so the park had closed for hotel guests 1 a.m., right? Or anywhere from 1 a.m. to
yeah,
whatever. We have a new guest, Miss
yes.
Martin Muses. Hello.
Hello, greetings, greetings. How are you tonight, Miss Martin Muses? Great to have y'all here. We got 13 great people with us. All right, thank you. Smash that like button, sub if you haven't, and whatever. Sit back, bring up like I put in the tweet. Get your snacks, get your beverage of choice. Let us do the driving, and well,
Yeah.
sit back and
Castle
relax and
said
enjoy the trip.
Castle
Oh,
said where the yes. Exactly. Exactly.
and they
And
were over on the east, more to the east, because I think they were in Indiana.
yeah, that
So
was crazy.
they broke off and went the other direction. So hey,
So we were
yes,
at the
definitely.
Contemporary and we were in the tower. And we
Mm-hmm.
got there and we just went straight to the park. We didn't check in yet. And so we did that and then we did the late magic hours. I mean, we
Yeah,
checked in, but we didn't go up to our room because we needed
right.
our card. So it's 1 o'clock. It's after 1 o'clock because they
I think
closed
it's
the
like
park down.
almost three though.
It might have been a later one. So
Yes.
anyway, we go up to the room. I pull the sheet back and there's blood all on the bed. And then I look in the drawers and there's clothes in the drawer. So I call downstairs and I'm like, yeah, we just got to our room and told them, there's blood on the bed and there's clothes in the thing. Oh my gosh, and so they you didn't really have anybody there, so they had to get. I guess I don't know who it was, but they came up and they changed all the sheet. They changed the sheets. They got the clothes, and so okay. The next day, I went downstairs and I said, you know, last night we had like blood on our bed and all this stuff. I said, I think we should be compensated somehow. And they're like, well, we can't give you your whole stay compensated. I said, well, I didn't ask for that. I said, but I do think we need to be compensated somehow. What
Mm-hmm.
do you think you can do to compensate us? And so they gave us a night free, which was expensive because we were in the towers.
Yeah. With a
So it
park
was,
view.
yeah, tower with a park view. So they gave us a night free, which was
Yeah.
probably about $400 or something.
Uh,
So,
it's hard to tell because see, it could have been less than that. Because I'll tell you why. Back then, it
oh,
was a few years after 9/11,
yeah,
so the rates were still suppressed back then a little bit. So it might have been a little
yeah.
lower, but still, it was
But
still
anyway,
how much do
yeah.
nightmares go for nowadays?
So, well,
Makes me never want to. Exactly, but we had a friend that hates the bugs that like is so freaky and clean and stuff like that. But anything can happen anywhere though. But because
I
yeah,
have
yeah,
actually seen these things where you take and you put them over the mat, over the bed, and it's like, um, and it's you have your own sheets and everything when you travel.
but
I'm
the thing, it's like this trip. We stayed in so many nice little towns and little hotels and stuff. Yeah, bad things happen, but they can happen anywhere, and so you just kind of, oh hey hey hey, Canadian Spider Man,
hello. I've never met you.
welcome.
Hello, hello.
Good to see you tonight. How are y'all? Make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't subbed already. Please sub. We're almost at 350, and and
Yeah.
also check your subs and check your notifications because you know what? I did not tag JT Kirk tonight again,
Oh,
so
well,
it's
I'm
like
going to
some people
start
don't
going
get
back to
those.
the next day. So we ended this day and we're
Yes.
starting our next day. So we're up here. This is where we're at. This is my our little Kia, who's just now started making chirpy noises.
Yay.
So starting to complain a little bit.
At
But
10,000 feet.
yeah, so our first stop, which is why we went over to this area to begin with, is the Rocky Mountain Quilt Museum. That man did not really want to do this, but I did not care because I wanted to do it. And at the end, I think you kind of enjoyed it, didn't you,
Yeah.
Dad
Oh
man?
no, I will tell you. I will tell you this. I no. This was a site. This was your trip too, and yeah. No studying. There are many Canadians around here. I know many Canadians, but hey, no. This is one. When you said you wanted to do it, I was going to move hell or high water. There were two damn things on this trip that was not going to be missed. One was Uncle Lou's fried chicken in Memphis, Tennessee, and this place,
There's
the Rocky Mountain
yes.
Quilt Museum, because
But
I
you
was
didn't
going to
think you would have, but
because
you didn't think you would have fun at it. I knew
I
you would.
did. You know what? I did not care whether I had fun or not.
Oh, I
No,
know, but
because this was your trip. This was about
so
you
weren't you
being happy.
pleasantly surprised?
I was very pleasantly surprised. But you know what? I really loved, which I could have, wish I could have video of still, but it'll be a memory. Is you talking to me about this stuff? You
Oh,
know how like I go on the battlefields and talk, and you're listening and you're asking,
mhm.
and I'm like, and it was I wish that you would do a quilt show like this and explain stuff to people, and maybe, but because you were so natural, and when I asked questions, you were like
Oh, well, thank
enthused
you.
and wanted to explain to me,
Yeah.
and I just got joy of seeing you happy and
Well, thank you.
talking about it.
Well,
It
on that note, I'm going to
yes,
actually do a little lesson. Well,
all
first
right,
off, this was I would say this was more of a store and exhibit than a museum, but they probably had to take this name because every other name was taken. But it was a store, and they had all quilting stuff. It just looks like it's just like a quilting store. But they had an exhibit, and the exhibit they had was called Logs on a Roll. It was a log cabin exhibit, and each quilt had to have the log cabin block on it. And then they had another exhibit by Amy Pabst, which was called 100,000 Pieces, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So, first off, for you novices, what is a log cabin block? You ask. Oh, well, first off, what is quilting? Quilting is people taking perfectly beautiful fabric, cutting it up into pieces, and sewing it back together again to make a different piece of fabric. It's basically what it is. So you take your blocks and you have this is basically a log cabin, and you have a fabric, and then you sew your different pieces around it, and that's a basic log cabin block. And so you can do a bunch of different things with it, which you'll see some of them here. So this is so you kind of know what you're looking for at some of these quilts. So the first quilt, this looks like a photograph almost to me, but this is a quilt. This entire thing is a quilt. And it was done by David Taylor, as it says, and it's called Welcome Home. It's 93 inches by 65 inches. So it was huge.
mm-hmm.
Um, this was a photograph. This started off as a photograph, and he took this photograph um, that this lady did, who actually created the quilt that's in the within the quilt, um, and he made this quilt with it. Um, it took how long did it say it took? Um, it doesn't say how long it took.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you look closer at it, I'm going to look at some details. We're going to look at detail here and in the thing. So here, that's the detail. Look how they did the quilting. to make it look like wood. And they actually used some little rivets to make it look like a screw. And then this is a tree, part of a tree. The quilting is exquisite, and a lot of this, this is machine quilted. So he did it. He did this all on a sewing machine or a long arm machine. And then this is the back slats of the swing. But this is the quilt. Now they did the quilting. That's the quilt has in the quilt has the quilting on the quilt. And what's really neat is if you look here, this is a fold in the fabric right here, and the quilting doesn't match. It looks like it's folded,
Mm-hmm.
and that detail is just amazing to me when you look at these. And then we did this. This one was called Rocky Mountain Log Cabin, and this was by Barbara Ivan, and she went to the Rocky Mountain National Park, and this was an area she loved, and she took pictures of it, and then she did this quilt with it. Now these are all square blocks, and so remember what the log cabin looks like. Here's a log cabin quilt, a block right there, and then there's one above it. But to make the ground, some of the little pieces they did different colors, and so that's how they made the water. So this took a lot of planning because the tree, not all of it is yellow. It's not one square block. And then some of the blocks they had to make the squares into two different colors, so they had to do triangles. This was just a very involved. It looks very simple, but a very very involved quilt. And it's just amazing that it's all that block that I showed you at the beginning, just rows. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 blocks across, and I don't know how many down. 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 10. And they're all that block. The planning of that, it's just to me stunning. And she actually put, if you look in the quilting right here, there's an elk. It's kind of hard
Oh,
to see, but she put an elk. She quilted an elk in there also.
so you basically make blocks and then put the blocks together to make a big
And
piece?
then yeah, yes, a lot
Hmm.
of yes.
Wow.
Um, so that one is and then this one, I love this one.
Yeah.
This is called Log Cabin with a Lens. That is a flat quilt. That is not bulging out. That is flat. And I just think that that is so cool looking. Was one of my favorite big quilts that was there, and that was done by Patty Burns Boyd.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then this one, I did this one to show the quilting. Just if you can see the quilting, all this, that's when quilts have three pieces. They have a back, a batting or something in the middle, and a top. And then you quilt them all together. And this quilting is what holds all the pieces together. And it's just absolutely some beautiful quilting. Um, and there are log cabin blocks in that one also. And that was Big Chill by Agnes Stadler. So Canadian learned how to quilt in elementary school back in the
I
80s.
was waiting for it to pop up. You remember
Oh,
that? It's ahead of the StreamYard.
no, I'm looking at StreamYards.
Oh, really? Where did I miss it? No, I.
Hmm.
Oh shoot! Ha! Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Elementary school back in the 80s in New Brunswick on the East Coast. It was cool. Oh
Yeah, it's
wow.
really cool. I think it's a skill that's important to learn. Sewing in general. I think
Hmm.
everybody should be able to sew on a button and patch their clothing.
Yeah.
This was one of Dadman's favorite areas. This was the toys, and these were some vintage sewing machines. These are actually from a place in I think it's Germany, these
Right,
two
I think.
here. And these are Singer sewing machines. And I'm not sure what that one is, but this one right here was actually used. The person who don't let them use this exhibit, doll clothes for her was made with this sewing machine. So that's kind of cool. And it's a hand crank. And they all did the chain stitch. None of them had bobbins. This one is to me absolutely phenomenal. Life in the fast lane. See, you can see up here, there's all the log cabins. All the log cabins are there and there. And this motorcycle, the detail of the quilting in the motorcycle that made the look like the motorcycle pants and the motorcycle and the wheels and the helmet. It's just the detail is amazing um, on this. This is artistry beyond artistry, and this was done by Xiaoping Yuan. I hope I have not butchered that name, but there is more to this quilt, and
Hmm.
I wish. I'm going to say the next picture does not do it justice because it was a photograph that they did before. The back of this quilt, I wish they could have hung it up where you could have actually seen the back.
Yeah.
No, you can't tell what the quilting is because of all these colors.
Mhm.
It's so vibrant and so busy.
Now you asked to take pictures of the back, and they did, but they had to use a glove, right? Because
Yes,
you see
and
the
you
back
don't
side
take
of the stitching, which looks
but you
gives it a
couldn't see
different
but you
appearance.
couldn't see the whole this one you couldn't see the whole thing. And that's why
Mhm.
I wish they had it hung through like maybe an opening where you could see both sides of it because it was stunning. It is
Mhm.
stunning. And when you see it, I hope you guys
Yeah.
appreciate it. I know I'm gushing and you guys are probably going, "Oh, my brain,
But you know
kind
what,
of like
Lisa?
when Dad Man talks history, sometimes my brain freezes." Uh, but I'm
No,
hoping you guys are just appreciating the artistry that
but
these people have.
like you said, and then I know Lisa's joking with the guys here, but sewing is a very useful skill. So get learning. Yeah, well, yeah, my dad sewed like crazy.
Mhm.
He was in the Coast
My
Guard,
dad
having
sewed
to do
all
nets and stuff.
my dad sewed all my mom's maternity clothes.
So seriously, that is a very useful skill for you for a lot of things. That there's a lost art these days. I know I couldn't. And Lisa said it is stunning, more stunning than stunning. So
Yes. Well, wait, Lisa, wait till you see the back side of this. Okay. I'm going to show you the back side. It's only a picture that they posted. Like I say, I wish they would have let us see it. But this is the back side, the quilting on the back
it
side.
looks like a completely different picture. I mean, it's just
So there's the motorcycle, but you
just
can see there's buildings and there's sky and there's skyscrapers and the road. It has actually the road is marked. And they had taken probably some fabric colors and did some highlights on here. But this is to the back, and it's hard to. I can't really zoom in to see the intricacy of this of the quilting on this is mind blowing. Um,
and let's say hail to JT Kirk who's come in
hello,
and hey
hello.
JT, good to see you again. Good to talk to you yesterday. So I mean, and like Canadian Spider-Man says, we appreciate the artistry and effort involved, Mrs. Dadman.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
it's just this is like nothing. I
well, here,
quilt straight lines.
like Canadian Spider-Man said, I had to learn how to sew all my Boy Scout badges on, and it comes in handy, especially when you're traveling backpacking.
Absolutely
Exactly.
sewing. Man, if you get a split in your pants and it's the only
Hmm.
pair of pants you have, you better learn how to sew them.
Exactly.
So anyway, this is beyond just doing. This is just totally phenomenal.
Yeah.
So like I say, I wish you we could have gotten a live view of the back,
Yeah.
but it just is amazing. And
So
then this lady did miniature quilts as big as those quilts were. These are small. And she did a project where she displayed it had 10,000 pieces. So not only were these quilts small, they had a lot of pieces to them. And this is an art, a skill in itself. This first one, this quilt is 32 inches by 32 inches long. There's 10 blocks that go down, 10 blocks that go across. So each block is approximately 3 inches. Now that log cabin, we looked at it here. This is 3 inches, and it has, I believe, if I counted right, 24 blocks, 24
Well,
pieces of fabric in here. Each one of these squares is 4 pieces of fabric. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Maybe that might be one, it might be four. So 20, I'm just going to say 21 or 24. So that in itself is just think of 3 inches and all that work. And it's sewn. It's sewn, and not only is it sewn, it's quilted. So, I mean, that's just to me. So this one has 2,100 pieces, 2,100 pieces. So pieces is each strip of fabric that has to be sewn together. So,
mm, that's just amazing.
so each one of these blocks probably has 21 in it, and not 24. And then
Mm,
there's this one. This one's even smaller. This is a 30 by 30, and this is Dadman's hand by it. So his hand is covering that much of it. So
mm,
how, how big is your hand? What, five
I don't.
inches, 4 inches, 5 inches?
6 inches. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's five
So,
inches.
so each of these blocks is probably around 2.5 inches, and there's 28 pieces in each one of these squares.
Mm-hmm.
And then they do this with it, and that's what it looks like.
Yep.
That's just phenomenal to me. And there's this one. Now this is even smaller. This is a
Wow.
20 by 22 quilt, wall hanging. It has 4,330 pieces. These blocks on the outside are not 2 inches. The blocks inside here, I figured, are probably around 2 inches. And there are 40 pieces in each one of those 2 inch blocks. You see these
Mhm.
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 13. So 4, 8, 12, 13. These have 13 pieces of individual pieces of fabric in them.
Yep.
I think that's my finger.
Yep. I think that
That
was.
that my finger to my knuckle is to that one bend is about an inch. So
Yeah. That's.
that is how small these pieces are that this lady sewed, and there was over 4,000 pieces of fabric that were sewn together in this quilt, and then all those pieces had to be sewn together. So it just,
Well, Lisa said she used to do cross stitching, but she's not sure she could sew on a button. The quilting is a work of art.
yes, yes, these are all works of art,
And
absolutely.
J.T. Kirk says it's preposterously small. Yeah,
there are
it's
there are
amazing.
people that they solely do miniature quilts. They solely do small quilts like these.
Hmm.
I just find it amazing when you really look at it.
Yep.
And then we have, why did you bring him in, Dad man?
Just because Pokemon are everywhere. Yeah, Bulbasaur. Hey, look, we Squirtle's got to look out for.
What was the one rule they said?
Don't get on the bed.
Don't touch the quilts. And what is Bulbasaur doing?
Being what Bulbasaur does, he and Squirtle got to get in trouble somehow.
Bad Bulbasaur.
Uh,
So anyway, they actually have a poster bed,
yeah,
that they do display a quilt on.
that is. It really is neat how they've done that. It
But
truly is.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
the post that Masters Mexico Maniac Mexico said. So they forced you. I mean, is that necessarily bad to have you learn a skill? I mean, was it? I don't know why they did. I don't. I think it's.
Mm,
I think it's cool. Now I don't know why they forced you. I'll be honest with you. Was it
yeah.
punishment or what? But I think just learning a skill like that, to me, it'd be like forcing someone to learn how to cook. you know, Damn it, now I can feed myself. You know.
JT Kirk saying his mother tried teaching cross stitch and he has two left thumbs. Large hands and fingers get in the way. That's the way I feel. I mean, I don't have large fingers, but I just feel that it's like, you know, that's the thing
Oh,
that
the, oh,
happens
the,
all the time.
Master said they had to sit down with all the ladies, and he still can. Well, how old were you when you had to do this? That's interesting because I could see some women at,
Yes.
at a quilting bee and then being um it could be very interesting in that situation. Um, but
Yeah. It's,
I hope you learned something. I hope it wasn't
yep.
all horrible.
All right. The, yeah. So,
Well,
exactly.
thank you for coming by, Canadian
Yeah.
Spider Man.
Let's have a great rest of the show. Going to shoot my 22 with a buddy playing target. All right. Well, thanks for coming back. But I want to say one thing that Canadian Spider Man, before you leave, I'd like to see if I can find it up in the chat there real quick. Thank you. And I was really cool seeing his, uh, you know, appreciation for that, for what you did there too. So I'm trying to find something real quick. Da, da, da. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Canadian said, well, to Eric, okay, finally stream where you and I don't have to work. Hey, hey. Listen, Eric and Canadian, always come by and help because I'll never put you guys to work. You guys are working everywhere else you go on every stream. I like people to come by, relax in our chats, and have fun and kick back and enjoy the ride. So, folks, thank you, Canadian Spider-Man, for being here, definitely. And never feel like you're going to get put to work here. Only some people do, like Lisa. She gets dragged into Fortnite. And I said that too. So, but yeah, great to see you, Canadian Spider. And Brian Hepburn is here. Hey, Brian.
Brian.
Good to see you, sir. Masters also said, you have to be ready when you turn 18. If you're not accepted adult and can't leave the house, house jet, huge thing. So, hey, and hello to Mora Kitty. Meow.
Hello, hello.
Meow to everyone. So, hey.
Okay, do I have to meow? Meow.
You've got a great meow.
Meow.
Meow. Now, if we
Okay.
only had Squeak is still out there lurking, we got the cat and a mouse. So, hey.
Yes. So we are after that we are on our way to Wichita and we passed Denver Coliseum, which had to get a picture of as we drove by for the man to make him happy because it's a
Oh,
sport.
I will say though, can I rant a little bit? And Jess is here. Hey,
Hey,
Jess,
Jess.
y'all
Yes.
make sure y'all smash that like button. Let's get it up there because people are coming in and coming out. But hey, later arrivers, love having y'all here, definitely. And like Jess put, follow me on Twitter for stream updates. Absolutely the best place to
Mhm.
get it. So, and this was, I guess, this is where the Denver Nuggets play. And what's so crazy is that we were there right at the time the NBA playoffs were going on.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, I did not. Yeah. Oh, there you go, Mark Kitty. Yeah, hit the like button like it owes you money. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah, bring your friends in and we'll have fun with these type of streams and more. So, folks, hey, thank you for supporting us. We're almost up to 350. So, hey, but hey, hanging out with you guys, still 13 of y'all in the chat. We love it. Thanks. I hope y'all really enjoyed the quilting. But, a little dad man right here thing is I never want to go back to Denver.
Mm.
That drive in from the north was just in the dark, in the rain. And then the next day we woke up driving through it. Every road was a toll road. And there ain't much anything pretty about that thing. So
No, it was not.
it was like toll roads every lane, and they were waived apparently. So dear God, what would have happened if we been there and
Yeah.
they didn't waive and weren't?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess we have to do. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to change the tags now. It's not Twitter; it'll be Dadman X or X Dadman or something like that. But yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I know.
Okie
So
dokie.
thanks for the heads up and reminder about that. That is crazy. So, oh
It'll be
man,
Twitter as the same as any soft drink is Coke,
yeah,
and any
exactly.
tissue that you blow your nose with is Kleenex.
Well, Lisa's saying though, like, back a little bit to the quilts, all that detail work, how it's small. But she said, I understand working with miniatures and fine motor skills because JT had talked about his hands and two left thumbs. Eyes get weaker, but it can be frustrating. But there's always a will. You can do it.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, I have seen for quilting and sewing just mirrors that are attached over, and so you can see the work that you're doing. I've done cross stitch that it's 22 stitches per inch. So there's 22 X's across and 22 X's high. And it's very difficult. It's almost like doing it on linen, and you need a magnifying glass to see what you're doing. But yeah, you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it. And yeah, your eyes do get that. That's one thing that heard someone that does like professional shooting,
Mm-hmm.
is that they say that it's not that their skill goes away, it's that their sight does. And
Oh,
that
really?
they can't see to shoot, they can't focus to shoot the targets.
Wow. Well, that's interesting. Yeah,
Hmm.
eyesight. You got to have that for all that.
Yeah.
So,
So
all
we're on
right.
our way to Wichita,
After
Kansas.
leaving Denver, which I never
After
want to go back
leaving
to Denver again.
Denver.
But it was
Yes.
it was interesting. We were there at the NBA playoff time. So,
Yes. And
all right.
like I said, I kind of quit taking pictures on the way, but I saw a horse in the field all by itself, so I took a picture um, of a horse. That's about it. Nothing special there. And then lunch at IHOP.
Stunning. I thought it was stunning when we stopped here. I
Did
really
you?
did. I thought
Okay.
it was stunning, and his recommendation of burgers.
So we
So this is a
go,
stop due to stunning.
and I had the blueberry French toast
Oh wait,
and
I
an
got to stop you a
egg.
second. I got to stop
Uh
you a second.
huh.
JT Kirk asked, "Did we get to stop on South Park?"
No.
Respect my authority.
Respect my authority.
I'm not that. I'm Big Bone. Ah. Sorry, that's the best I can do. Okay, it's you know you killed Kenny, you bastards. Anyway, but hey, sorry.
You killed Kitty. You bastards.
Oh gosh, but hey,
So
it's
anyway,
all
that's my.
good.
This was my lunch.
Oh hey, and we might have to do a South Park stream one time just for the fun. It got these many South Park people here. Butters is the best character. Oh gosh, you know.
I like
Oh my God, they killed Kenny.
again.
You bastard.
You bastard.
Uh,
So this is my meal. I'll get through this. This
I know. Drugs are bad. Okay. Okay. Sorry.
okay. You can go
Okay.
ahead. Every time someone puts one up, you can do
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna stop. I'll stop.
No,
I'll,
if they keep putting it up, I'll let you do them.
okay. Okay. Principal
Okay. And
Counselor
this is
Mackey.
Dadman's. So what's on that burger?
It was a cowboy burger. It was French fries with onion rings, bacon, cheese, and barbecue sauce. Mom, more hot pockets. Of course, that's from the famous episode that Stunning and I want to have the potty gaming chairs.
No gaming potty chair.
Yes, you don't have to get up and move at all.
So was this a good sandwich?
It was excellent. Stunning was
So
right. I
so
will
Stunning
say,
was
Stunning knows his hamburgers.
so that
IHOP
that
has
was
some damn good hamburgers there.
really
I
good.
wanted to go breakfast, but I decided to go with Stunning's recommendation, and he did not steer me wrong on that one.
Excellent. So we did eat it up at IHOP. And then we had another surprise stop.
Surprise! Oh,
Surprise! This is the Lyman Depot Museum. It's a
oh, go back
train.
one though. Can you go back one though, real quick? It just says, did he get? Oh, it's lettuce. Oh, okay. What's the vegetable? Sorry, I didn't ask him not to, so I took it. So, oh yeah, that kind of why. And then Blame Canada. Blame Canada. It's not a real country anyway. Oh, God. Lisa, of all people. Timmy. Laugh my ass. God. Oh, my God. Of all people, I did not expect to be South Park would be Lisa. Wow. How about that? Jess, only South Park I know is the totally episode I sort of saw when I was a kid. Watched the recent World Privacy Tour since it mocked the Sussexes. uh, dude, I don't care. That burger did not disappoint. Take the credit for the recommendation. It was awesome.
Okay.
All right, so like the missus said, this next one is a hot spot. This was a great surprise stop.
This was a really cool spot. It is a train museum.
I actually thought, looking back at it, I think we saw this early on about on the trip through on the road trippers, and I think we just thought it was further off the road than it really was, and we weren't going to stop. But
I
because
don't
we
know.
stopped at the restaurant, no, I think I remember this, but at least when we stopped at that exit to get lunch, then it was like only a mile away. It was like, sure, why not? And folks, this you're going to be floored with the stuff because this had a story. I think it was a. I need to Google something while you show the
But
picture because what was the railroad company name? Do you remember offhand?
red rail or rail red or something like that.
Um,
It's I can't look.
I'm doing.
This not only had I think bacon and cheese on a burger is good, but you know what? The onion rings surprisingly make it good.
Yeah, they were really, really good.
If you don't
Yeah,
like if you don't like onions or onion rings,
I was trying to figure it out, so I'm just trying to see because there was a big railroad that went east to west, and I think it was the red line or red rock
Red
line.
Rock, I think it's Red Rock.
I think it
I
was the
think
Red
about
Rock Railroad.
you'll see it in there. Red I think you'll see it in here, I'm sure.
Okay,
So JT Kirk, this wait, let me put this up, Damon. Don't take it off.
okay.
Is this from what is that? Is that from South Park? Is that just
That
imagination?
sounds like the Disney ride.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Is that the Disney ride or something else?
Uh, oh my gosh. So, oh, that's too funny. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, are there more lines here that we're missing?
What's that? I think so. Probably that could be the rock. I let me
I
let's
don't think
see.
it is. Let's just keep looking and I think
Yeah.
we'll see.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, Mrs. Yeah.
So here's some of the stuff from the outside. They had this, uh, and here's some farming equipment. Are you looking at these? Because this is kind of your thing. I
Yeah.
don't really.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see.
And there's a
It
train
could be
track.
the Rock Island, or because the Pacific Railroad Company was going west. But if you wanted to look at that, you can. So, but yeah, the track train thing here is a main east-west railway right here, and the railroad had a big station right in here. And what was interesting is we look, you see these, this is a teletype machine here. The days of the communication really was very, very interesting to see a lot of this stuff because there's much more of this equipment. There's a cash register. You'll see a lot
Uh,
more.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I was scratching my arm.
it's okay. And
This is
that's
a
like a,
quilt someone made.
yeah, there's a quilt of the train there. So,
Yeah,
and you got more about the history with the boards
you
and,
can't
and
really read them.
pictures.
I was looking to see if you could read
Yeah,
what the line is. Sorry,
yeah.
guys.
'Cause there was a main railroad company that went through there. But basically, what they said when the company
There it is.
decided,
There it is. The Rock
no, this
Island. Is it the Rock Island Railroad?
that
No.
might be the Rock Island. Yeah, like you said, Rock. It could be. I thought it was red something, but it probably is the Rock Island. But basically, when the company went bankrupt, they just left everything in the station.
Yeah, all this stuff was left. All this stuff was left
Yeah,
that you see here.
yeah. It's just you got the boards here and stuff like that. Okay, I'm going to actually read something real quick off of the Wikipedia, but basically, the Lyman Railroad Depot, known as Lyman Station, was a major Union Pacific, Chicago, Rock Island, and Pacific Railroad station in Lyman, Colorado. It has been on the National Register of Historic Places since 2003. It is included in what is now the Lyman Heritage Museum and Railroad Park. It is one of 7 still standing Rock Island line stations in Colorado and the only one restored. So it is the Rock Island line station. Thank you, Brian, very much. But yeah, can you believe we stumbled on this?
Yeah, it was so
I did not
cool.
know it had that kind of history to it. It's the only one of the standing stations that has been restored.
There's a switchboard. I'm just kind of not
Yeah,
zipping through,
no,
but
no, it's pretty much just old pictures right
just
now with this.
just cool stuff.
Hmm. And yeah, a lot of this, like I said, just equipment that got left behind. It's so funny how all this was state of the art technology back in those days. And and then you got the equipment,
Okay, this
telephone.
you can't see.
Hmm.
There's something right here. It's this big long thing right here. It was used to hand orders up to the train engine. They only had to slow down, and they could get the thing without having to stop at the depot. And I think it's up here. And I don't know if we have a picture of it, but that was really interesting. They would
Oh,
just kind of hold them out, and they would slow down and grab it.
oh, I missed something that Master said. Plans for the next trip: first, pick up them dang turtles. Second, pick
Yeah,
up the Miss Packer machine. And as a whole, third, stop South Park and enjoy the view. I like that.
exactly. Well, that will be our next. Well, our trip after our one up the East Coast.
I was researching. I'm multitasking, and I fall behind when I multitask.
Oh, look at
These
they
are
had
cool.
a model train.
Exactly. They had a working model running train through it here.
And Dad's nauseating earthquake. Whoa, earthquake!
I mean, it's really neat seeing this train running around like that.
It goes into a tunnel.
Yeah.
And which tunnel is it going to come out of? We don't know. Which one?
Let's see. And
Is it? Oh, there it is.
it's
Is it
there.
going to go through that hole? I don't think so. Whoop, there it is.
Nice train models. I mean, dude, it's really cool that they
And
got
in
that.
the audio, which you can't hear, Dadman goes, and there's a caboose. You don't see cabooses anymore. They used
Yep.
to have the
Nope.
cabooses.
Exactly. Exactly. And this is a great museum because we're going to learn a little bit more. There's the Rock Island sign up there.
Just stuff that they have around. Who knows what all it is?
Yeah.
Springs, things,
Yep.
springs and things, and
Yeah.
this was fun to explore.
It's where they had the dining car,
Yes, and
had a little lunch counter inside there. And they have an annual festival because you'll see that in a little bit. Uh, you'll see the pricing board up there, the little Pepsi machine, bet.
we'll get there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's the station.
I don't know
they do still have some of those benches in the Amtrak stations, though.
Yes. And here's the train outside.
Yeah. No engine, but they had some rail cars.
There's this is about the lunch diner.
Yeah, the 1914 lunch counter diner.
It was constructed by the Pullman Car
in the
Company
history of
in
it.
1914. It used on the Great Northern Road as a sleeping car between St. Paul, Minnesota and Seattle, Washington until 1956. In 1956, it was converted to a lunch counter diner for use on work trains when there was a wreck or when track was being worked on. Meals were cooked and served in the car for the work crew. Interesting. So it started off as a sleeper car, then it changed.
Hmm.
So here's kind of some
Mm.
pictures of inside there. And I love board.
Hmm.
And I love the
Yeah.
stove. It just looks like a regular stove they just you could have in your kitchen.
Hmm. And each year they have this annual festival, and that seems to be like where they serve refreshments and stuff out of
Hmm.
there, like so with the board. But yeah, it's really cool. So,
And do what
and
this go ahead.
this is the what we do not see anymore on any modern trains as the caboose,
Right. And
which
here's
we
them
saw in that
talking.
little model earlier. But you know what? We also learned, hey, the caboose was there for a reason. Because it was the last, like as the sign says, the last car on the freight train. It was. There's a glare there, Missus. A
I
little bit
know,
of
I'm
that on
sorry.
it. Can you zoom it just a
No,
hair?
it was a car where the rear brakeman
Okay.
and conductor rode.
Yeah. And the upper part of the caboose is called a cupola, and that's where they rode to watch over the length of the train for any trouble. Smoke or sparks from wheels or wheelboxes could see the vantage point, and we will see that in just a moment. They provided a desk for the conductor to do the work, to write reports, switch lists, and things like that. Benches in the car were used for many years for sleeping by both the head and rear brakeman and conductor. Crews made coffee in the caboose and sometimes installed a small portable gas stove on which to cook. The conductor was assigned a caboose that they had to keep clean and supplied with fuel and water. Each man that rode the caboose brought his own personal items while he was on that particular burn. When the assigning of cabooses was discontinued, the men had hotel rooms in which to stay. And this was interesting. Before the cabooses were discontinued, the engineer and firemen always had gone to hotels to stay because of contracts with unions. The conductor was considered top authority on the train, also. So basically, it seems like the conductor had to stay with the train all the time. He didn't get the hotel room. So, and then here we go. The step. These are the two seats that we're talking about. The cupola, where they could ride to keep an eye out for trouble and danger. Um, just amazing. A little sink that they had there. Use of dry chemicals. Warning signs here. Just really cool stuff. There's Union Pacific caboose. Just amazing. It's cool to get up on a piece of history like that. Really.
Yeah, it was really
Hmm.
neat to get inside there. Now,
Yeah, and this was a car we just didn't get. Yeah, this is the second train on this trip we really saw because that one up in South Dakota was a diner
yes.
that would have been really nice to go to, but this is the actual historic site. Um, the museum sheep herder's wagon was given to the museum by a family built in 1930s using a truck chassis. The wagon was used until 1960s, used as a cook shack for wheat harvesters' crews. The furnishing of the wagon reflect the stark and lonely life of the sheep herder who had few belongings and who often lived in the wagon for 3 to 6 months at a time, protecting sheep from coyotes and wolves.
So here is. So I believe that was this, right? No,
I think
no,
it's.
that
I
was
think you go.
this. I maybe I think, but this is the
No,
inside of the wagon of the.
yeah,
I guess
yeah.
I did
It
not
was
get
not.
a picture of it. Oh, shame on me.
It's okay, but hey, and more with that crossing bells, warnings, ding dings, whatever you want to call them. So, really, this was a great stop for us, and it's one of those that we're really glad that we stopped at
Yes,
because it would have been easy to pass, and I really believe that this is one that had popped up, and I was like thinking, no, we
you
don't
saw a
have time.
billboard. I think you saw a billboard.
No, I saw a sign on the side of the road that pointed here, but I thought on the road trippers, I saw
Maybe
it at one point, and it was because we had that long drive from Denver to Wichita though. That was the thing.
Mhm.
Because we had to miss a couple stops because of certain things. So,
Right. Yeah.
but yeah, we can move on. But yeah, this is the Lyman. This is the Lyman Railroad Museum.
And then on our way to
Fascinating
Wichita,
stay. And on the way to
we found
Wichita,
this.
and at a rest area, yep, the Bloody Benders. Apparently, somebody said that there was an issue, X Files or some TV show that could have been. It sounded very very similar. So yes, masters. Yeah, never shrink your collection. Always build a bigger house. Exactly. So I mean, basically, what you had here is that these was near the Bender Mounds that were named for a family, each of the family that had a notoriety. They were proclaimed healers and spiritualists, but they secretly made a living through murder and robbery. Basically, travelers kept disappearing and stuff, uh, and so the ultimate fate of the family is uncertain. Some they said they escaped, others said they were executed by a vengeful posse. It story was unresolved, remains one of the great unsolved mysteries of the Old West. Oh gosh, yeah, JD Kirk, Bloody Benders. I call that Saturday night. Dun, dun. Hey,
Yes.
oh my goodness. So, all
The
right.
fact that that's even a marker just amazes me.
Hey, no,
Oh, goodness. So then we finally get to Wichita, Kansas.
yay.
And after two and a little bit of hours,
Mm-hmm.
we are actually finished
Way.
with this.
This was actually the first night in a while we actually pulled off when it was daylight.
Yes. Yes.
You
So
know,
that will be tomorrow's stream.
yeah, yeah. But because see, we went into Denver at nearly 11. We got into Yellowstone. Well, Cody was a late night getting in. Uh, Custer we got in kind of early, which was a beautiful town. If you've
Yeah.
seen that video, go watch that because that was with the bison and the town statues. So it was a really really fun leg here. Very
Yeah.
hard, a lot of driving, but it was still really really good.
Yes. It was fun. It was fun. But by about this point of the trip, I am ready to be home. I know we have stuff and I'm excited about the stuff that we do. But when you get that point, I mean, we're going to be on day 13. And I'm just like, I am just so ready to be home. I'm ready to hug my youngest. I'm just ready to, uh, just ready. And so when we find some exciting things, it kind of makes it special.
Let
The
me say
trip.
hello to your Muslim uncle. Good to see you,
Hello,
sir.
hello.
Welcome, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you. Good to
Yes.
see you. I'm actually putting in the link to the Lyman Heritage Park. Can you bring up
Okay.
a couple of those railroad pictures while I'm typing this in?
Let me
That
see if I
a couple. Well, we got a couple new people popping in. WKEG Gaming's popping in.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. Make sure y'all smash that like button coming through. And thank y'all. Good. It's always good to see your Muslim uncle. I know it's time zones play a heck with things, and WKEG Gaming, you too. There. Good to see you, my friends. Um, and just did you want to? You can go ahead and do that while I'm trying to put this thing in. Because I multitask badly.
I've already done it. I'm showing them.
Okay. All right.
This
So,
is
but
part of the.
yes, this is in Lyman, Colorado, folks, and this was a very unplanned stop for us. So,
Oh,
what's up?
this one. I'm sorry. We got to talk for another hour, please. No. Oh, please,
I'll
no.
talk. I'll talk.
Uh,
I
oh,
could talk forever. I could talk forever. So
uh,
what is it? Oh, okay. With this one here, I will have to say this. I had to make the decision about the military vehicles because that was on this leg of the trip.
there was no
Yeah,
decision. There was no way we
there
could do it
because we had to get to Denver, and as it was, we did not get into Denver until well,
after.
actually, this was that was the day before this, but we got in. We would, and I tell you what, thank God to take maps with you. You always take paper maps and stuff as a backup because we were getting this itchy feeling, and it was like it had us going off into Casper, and it's like we were going to go way out of our way. And so the missus helped navigate, and we ended up getting on the right direction to get into Denver near 11 o'clock as it was. Any more of a stop would have just, and the mistake that day was that I was too lazy getting up. I wasn't rushing us. I mistimed it. I thought we had more time to drive. I honestly thought we would be off the road earlier than that, but it happens. And like we've said from the start, we learned a lot of lessons on this trip. Some good lessons, some experience lessons. Nothing really ever bad, but just really cool things to see, and by the way, we do have a couple more surprise stops along the way about things that we just happened to pass, and we said, "Squirrel, we're going there." So, but I put the link to this in the chat, and I'm just going to pull it up for just one second.
I've already posted it. It's online.
Yeah, I just wanted to show everybody this real quick. With this, this is actually the Lyman Heritage Museum Railroad Park, the actual website. When we saw the dining car counter. So if you get a chance, check it out. So that's what it looks like. And like the missus had here. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Give me a second.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, and this is the caboose. If you've never seen a caboose.
Inside of a caboose.
Yeah, this is the caboose. If you've not seen it before. So. Yes, exactly. We will do. It's always good to see you guys coming through, everybody. So hey, we still got 13 with us, and I miss the cabooses. I really do.
Yes,
but
I'm gonna keep it on the caboose picture. There's the.
Well, you know what? As a kid, what I really liked was I remember, and I don't know if anybody in the chat remembers when trains would come by, and back in the 70s, you'd go out there, yell out the train as it comes by, yell for chalk, and they would throw chalk out at you. Do you remember when they would throw chalk sticks out?
I remember them throwing chalk. I just remember them kind of waving and stuff, but I never remember them throwing.
We actually had a cousin that lived right by a railroad track, and they threw chalk. So,
yeah, that's interesting. No, I never knew that. That's kind of cool.
So, Master says, pick up that fourth yellow train and bring all the stuff to me. I'll wait in Acapulco. Yeah, Stunning showed his caboose on Twitter earlier. Oh, wow. And Buddy says they just call that junk in the trunk. And JT says that's a great caboose. Yes, it really was. Yes. Really was. It was first class. So if you ever happen to be in that area, definitely swing by, hit it up, and all that. So, Mrs., that takes us through
Day 12.
Day 12. And I'm trying to bring up some.
Tomorrow is our next. Tomorrow is our next show. And then our last show will actually be next Monday, a week from now. So we have 2 more shows left. They might not be, I don't know. I think they're exciting in their own way. They're a little different than the Yellowstones and the Grand Tetons, but we've got some really cool stuff. We've found some little cute little touristy areas, some battlefields, which I know a lot of you guys will really like. And Dadman's happy because I gave him all the pictures. I said, you do the battlefields, because he just loves that. So we've got some really cool battlefields that we found. Some that to me are they're all heartbreaking, but some that are just so much more heartbreaking than others. Mm-hmm. Some places we ate, and just some kind of neat stuff, and then we'll finally be home next week.
Well, I tell you what, the hard part is with the battlefields. It may almost have to make separate shows on specific battlefields with a little bit more, because there's a lot of stuff that we had. There's a lot of history on them, even on the small ones. And I tell you what, we already hit Vicksburg and a few other. Let's say, You have to travel more. What will show us that the money? You better have some cards up the sleeve. Well, actually, Masters, we do. We do, because go back and look on our playlists and stuff. We do have detours with Dadmans. We visited a sugarcane festival. We've visited a small town Palaca here. We've done several stops like that. We actually are planning a trip in October where we're going up the East Coast, possibly battlefields, Revolutionary, Civil War, and
Mhm.
maybe into the Blue Ridge Mountains. So you'll get to see the East Coast mountains. So we do have plans down the road. So,
Yes.
hope y'all enjoyed. Share with your friends.
I'm
We
so
had
glad. I'm
17
so
at one
glad that
point.
you want more.
Exactly. No, I agree. And it'd be cool to see if everybody came in at the same time to see, I think like 20 or something. But so make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't. But yeah, we plan on doing this. And if y'all have suggestions, put them out there sometimes and we can do what
Mhm.
we can try to do. But we just love traveling. We love sharing it with you. And we got a sporty little Kia now that is fun to drive everywhere.
Yes.
And actually, I may be going to a theme park next month.
Yes.
So maybe me and my theme park buddy could do something, or maybe I'll do a chill stream with just me showing it off. But who knows? So, but hey, well, thank you everybody for being here tonight. Mrs., do you
Yes.
have anything else before we go ahead and shut down?
Before we shut up, is that what you're going to say?
No,
Yeah, you
shut.
guys come see us tomorrow at 8 o'clock. We're going to be doing, like the next leg. We got some battlefields that were a surprise to us. Some things that we had planned, and food. We have more food pictures to show and to share. So come on over and join us for the
Mhm.
trip tomorrow.
Exactly. So, all right, the journey's not over. We got two more stops. So,
No,
oh
master.
gosh, yeah, northern
No,
Germany, ice bathing.
no, no. That's my answer. No.
I'll go and jump in the cold water.
You
We
can
see
go
that.
there.
I know. Hey, there you go. But hey, all right. Well, Mrs., thank you again as always. We got 11 people that are still here in our chat. Thank you. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Thank you for being here, for spending all this time. Thank you for everybody that came through earlier. And it's always a pleasure, Lisa, sharing this with you guys because y'all make it easy and fun and make it an adventure. It's like having your 2 year olds. I didn't have to, although I probably could have threatened some timeouts and stop in the car earlier tonight, but it was a pretty laid back evening tonight with, although we got a little fired
It's
up with
because
South Park.
we gave them all that sugar,
Uh
and so they
huh.
got all hyper for a little bit, and then they crashed.
Yes, exactly. You're welcome. And, Madame.
Thank you, thank you.
Exactly. So, well, let me give a few little program announcements real quick, channel announcements. So, okay, as the missus said, tomorrow night, 8 p.m., we continue on to YouTube and Twitch. We will go between where it says like number 51 down to like number 54. We,
Actually,
oh, we're going, yeah, that's right.
we're
Going,
going to 50. I think it's 54 to 62.
oh, way over here. So we're kind of
Yeah,
like going from here
yeah.
down to here and over to here, down to here. So, all right, yeah, Pelham, Alabama is where we end up for the hotel. So, all right, well, good. I'm glad y'all did get along today. All right, so good for y'all. We didn't have to warn you too much. So, join us tomorrow night for that. It would be a blast. There. Hopefully, I can get the artillery thing going because we're gonna have a very special thing to go into
Oh
it. And
yeah.
hopefully, I don't boomer it. But hey, it'll be cool to see. If you like artillery, you definitely want to be there tomorrow night. Uh, and then on Wednesday night, I've got the great Daisy Blossom Flower Child with me, where we're going to actually talk about Raiders of the Lost Ark. So
Yay.
join us for
Dun
a
dun
nice,
dun 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 dun. Dun.
yes, one of the three Indiana Jones movies that are out there. Although
Yes.
I figured I give four another shot just for the fun of it. But it's just a,
Mm-hmm.
yes, exactly. It's a, yep, it's a cool one. So all right. So with that on Wednesday, Also, make sure you make plans. August 19th will be our 1 year anniversary stream. August 19th of 2022 was the day I went live first. Uh, I've got special things, and we'll have guests and stuff, and I hope, and and just go back with some memories and
I'm
stuff like that.
sorry, that just was so sad.
I know. It's just like, well,
Oh,
I don't assume
oh,
anybody can do anything. I mean, if people are busy and stuff, and you're just sorry. It's like, oh.
oh.
But yeah, I know people. Hey, as long as people in the chat, that'll be good. But I meant like on the air.
I know what you meant. I know what you
I was like so unintentional. A bad dad man all the time just for the fun of it. But hey, and don't even try. But hey, join us. Make sure to uh, hang out with us for this one. So yeah, awesome book of the yeah. So all right. So all right. All right. So I'm not. I was a book of the manager about these times. Okay, club. Ah, club. Okay. All right. Well, hey. So we have 1 year, Mrs. We already have 350 plus videos. We're 347 subscribers. Let's get those other three to get in and get it to get the 350. But hey,
Yeah, let's go for it.
yay! Very soon, who knows what 500 will bring or when that will be. But hey, as Jess did, always catch the live streams and the videos over on YouTube or Twitch.tv at Dadman Walking 55. We can watch us live on each platform. Make sure you follow us on Twitch. And make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell for the notifications. If you need personal notifications, I might be able to do it if you're on Twitter, or as it's going to be called X now. So streaming schedule will be Twitter or soon to be X at Dadman Walking 55. Yes, I start small, and you're right. We want that. I do too, Masters. Let's do it. Get all your friends to tune in and everything else, and we'll see where it goes. And have the main thing is at the end of the day is that we all have fun. Thank you, Jess, as always. Jess is so quiet. It's like it's just slipped right in there. But at the end of the day, the point of what we do here is to laugh and have fun together,
Yep.
and it just try to get through life, have a smile, have a laugh. Yeah, I'll go on a rant sometimes. Yeah, there's some things that make me mad, and there'll be some controversy at times. And we had, like, the other day, we had some serious moments with, well, not a serious discussion, and that's cool, but we also want to laugh, have fun, and get through life together and just have a good time stuff. So, exactly, exactly. For your mind, the rest will follow. Exactly. That's why just keep on swimming. Don't stress about it. Just keep being ourselves, and we
Yep.
keep doing, and like that, you great people out in the chat, thank you for spending this evening with us. Thank you for oh wow, Brian Hepburn, there's a lot of places out there I'd love to visit. Yes, I know. I mean, and then feel free next time, maybe the next
If there's any travel club that would like to sponsor us,
oh
we would travel all the time.
yes.
Just letting you know.
Oh,
Okay.
all right. Yes, exactly. Well, I can't wait to hear about some of those places, Brian. That'd be cool to hear, because that would be let's bring people together. Wow. I think that was an art piece earlier. So, hey, what a one to go out on, folks, with stunning in his buns. But hey, on that note, uh, then there's more buns. Lamau. Okay. Anyway, Dadman Walking 55, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, or whatever the hell it's going to be. But wait till you get limited. But hey, it's all good. Folks, thank you. Have a great night. Castle, yes, you're still there. Thank you for lurking so much, and everybody else has been here. Y'all have a great night tonight, and a great night's sleep, and we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. So, all right. Y'all have a great one. We'll catch you later. Bye, all.